Hi guys, welcome to another haul. Let me just start off by saying I don't know what the heck happened here. I mean, look at my freaking haul pile. How did I let it get this high without hauling anything? To be fair, it hasn't even been that long since I filmed my last haul clip, but that was kind of to finish out the last haul. So like I didn't really have very much to do in that haul clip. And also I've been switching to buying mostly printables. 99% of the kits that I buy now are printables. So these two stacks are the printables. These are the non-printables. This is all mostly exclusive art from other shops because that's pretty much all that I buy from other shops in a physical form. But because I buy printables, they're a lot cheaper and I buy them in bulk, and that's how come these two stacks got so friggin' high. And this is not even everything. I have about 15 more kits from this shop that I need to print for the next haul. So basically this is gonna be like friggin' at least 2 hours. It's gonna be another long haul, so settle in. I'm definitely not gonna be able to do this all in one go, but we're going to see how far we get. All right, so I think first we are going to start with the physical kits from other shops. So I have some Pink Diamond Planner Co., Crest Press, SPC, Glam Planner. So basically the usual suspects. Let me just go ahead and separate them out a little bit. Okay, so let's do the one-offs first. So first and foremost, we have Crest Press. I pretty much only buy like one kit at a time from her these days because it's the mystery overstock that I buy. Same from the next shop, actually. Or sometimes she'll have an exclusive art that I want, but nothing lately other than this one, which I really needed. This is the August mystery. I like how she actually names her mysteries. So this one is Stormy Nights, and it is this gorgeous thunderstorm kit, which I have a lot of rainy day kits. Got plenty of those. And I will collect every single one that I see pretty much because I just live for rainy days. It actually rained today for like 5 minutes, and it's like it's not the middle of summer, it's the end of summer, but it's like Central Valley, California. So it's going to be the middle of summer for a while, but it rained for 5 minutes today and I was just so happy. Like I woke up to the rain and then it stopped. So that was very sad, but I'm glad that we got a little glimpse of it, and I am going to mark a rainy day in my planner. Obviously, I can't justify using a whole rainy day kit for this week, but that is a-okay because we do have a rainy season here. I think spring, like kind of winter, like late winter, spring is usually the rainy season here. So definitely I will have a use for those kits. Unfortunately, we don't really get thunderstorms. So this is more of a thunderstorm than just a generic rainy day kit, but I think we've had like one or two, so I feel like it may eventually come in handy, but we don't really get them like we used to in Texas. There was some really good thunderstorms in Texas, but either way, I had to pick it up. This is exclusive art, of course, because it's a mystery kit. So we have our double box scene of like the indoors with the glass windows like taking up the whole wall so you can see everything outside, including a little lightning, gorgeous lightning. This kit was one of the inspirations for me doing lightning underlays. So I do have those in shop. So I also did some rainy day underlays, like rain underlays. I still have to do the whole rainy day foil collection. The rainy day foil bundle was the Cyber Monday mystery for last year. So if you bought that, then you may still have that on hand, but I need to turn it into a whole collection later this year. I think it's on the docket. So keep an eye out for that. But I do have at least 3 different rain underlays and lightning underlays, for your immediate use, basically, and they're really good for layering. I prefer to do the rain underlays over the lightning underlays just because it looks more realistic, and I really like rain 3 for that. You can check out, actually I think I took it off my Instagram already, but I did put up like a sneak on what it looks like, but it looks really cool. Oh, hang on, I still have the original sheet right here. So here's the lightning underlays and then the rain underneath them for these 3. So we have rain 1, I think, which is the really tiny raindrops, rain 2, which is just a larger version of that and more spaced out, and then rain 3, which is like the rain going kind of slantways. And then here's the rain 3 on top of the lightning, which looks the most realistic, and the rain is in light blue and the lightning is in gold. So that I definitely recommend for this kit, is layering those. I don't know what blue you would use, because, yeah, I don't, navy blue maybe? Yeah, I feel like if you go navy blue, it would be all right for like that color, because it's like almost black, and my navy foil is almost black, so that might be the vibe. I will leave that up to you. But yeah. Anyways, that was a really long tangent about foil. Let's get back to the full boxes. I love this like light teal color. That's a color that I want to bring into foil of the month, or like quarterly foils. I have it already picked out. I have normal teal in my shot, but this is kind of like a more minty color. I don't know if the foil that I have picked out is the exact color as that, but it's definitely a lighter teal, like maybe that color. I don't know. But yeah, there is no foil that's like this gorgeous mint green shade though. Unfortunately, it's more like a minty blue. I wish there was. But yeah, we have the rain boots, umbrella. We have a little tea kettle and teacup, which I love tea. I have it every morning now that I'm on a coffee detox. So I just love seeing it in kits. We have our book, which of course I'm a book lover as well. So really got everything that I love in this kit. Tea, books, and rain. Got candles. I'm not a candle fan though. I'll give you that. I do not like open flame. We have like, I think that's one of those old-fashioned radios, like maybe a crank radio or something, and a lantern. We have our clothing flat lay with another umbrella. I think this is Sadie Piper art. It looks like that photorealism. If I had to guess, I would say it's Sadie Piper. And then we have this page with the deco. Got some square boxes in there. I do love my square boxes, and the flags, which I do love and use. I feel like I'm the only person in the world who still uses the flags in the top corners of the spread. Some people do one sideways on the left and then they put the month script, but I do two of them, and I do them facing upright like that. Anyways, we have the labels sheet with some headers at the bottom there. I'm glad for this, because I do use the dinner plans one, but now that I'm doing kits, I feel like I need to do multicolor of just the dinner headers just for me. If I get printable kits, then I do make my own and I just like put it in the kit, but I do buy a lot of exclusive arts from other shops that like don't have them, so I would need that just for me. And then we have the patterns. Got some rounded boxes at the bottom there. I think I would have preferred just like washi. I don't think there's washi in these, which I always like to use with my dinner headers. I feel like I'm just not a huge fan of Crest Press's format. I know y'all love Crest Press, but I just, it's not my format. It really isn't. So that's another reason why I only buy her exclusive arts that I like. But here we have our glitter headers. Glitter headers are a good texture. I will give you that. I love those. Yeah, we have these weird little things with like the strip on the edge. I'm not a huge fan of those either. Because it just like shrinks the writable area. But yeah, we have some little things. We have this page that is mostly functional. I do like it because of the old style habit trackers, which is how I do mine as well. And then this style of sidebar tracker. These both look like old style SPC. So does that one actually. She might have sent her the files though. I mean, I know they're friends. Y'all know how I feel about these prolapsed movie marquees. Not a fan at all. And then we have another candle full box, which is interesting. So we have two full boxes that have candles as the central focus. That is interesting. I don't know. They're different enough to where I will still use both anyway, I feel like. That was really cool because it has like the rain on the window. But yeah, safety matches right there. I don't know if I would have arranged them that way. And then we have more little things randomly on this page. I did get what? Did I get the full version, or did I like actually get... Sometimes I get like the one that has the checklists by accident, and then sometimes I get the like the full version that doesn't have them, I think is how she does it. I forgot. Either way, got some more little things on here. We have our washi, which she is one of the few shops who still does an intact 30mm washi, or is it 32? Either way, my overlays are 32, so they'll work with either. But yeah, I kind of like that because I do like my 32mm overlays. Like I try to do like really fun designs for a lot of them. So yeah, just like keep that in mind as well. But she does give some lines so you know where to cut them and pair them with the strip if you want to buy that separately. So I did, because I typically do like to split them depending on what washi I have. or what overlays I have rather, which I don't think I have any. I mean, I guess if I do the whole collection, I will have the rainy day overlays, but I really do need to do the lightning one for this. I think that would be a vibe, just like clouds with like lightning coming down for the overlay. That would be cool, but it's good to have the option. And then we have our extra full box with, looks like a storm tracker on the phone, and then a flashlight, some batteries, and then this is like one of those games Andrea plays. I'm pretty sure it looks a little bit familiar, like a game with cards in it. And then we have the fashion, which this cute little, I think it's a bulldog wearing a little rain jacket, super cute. I love this girl right here. I will be using her because that's kind of what my natural hair looks like. Actually, that's a lot like my natural hair, so I love that. And then I'll just grab one of these girls as well, holding the little mug. And then we have alternate skin tone options for this box right here, and that is, I think, the freebie. And as I said, I already picked up the 15mm strip, and that is the kit. So yeah, I'll have to save that for whenever we do have another actual thunderstorm. And then the freebie, which I forgot to go over before, is 2 like fall themed full box overlays. That's a really fun border design. I don't think I've seen that before, where it is kind of like the confetti corners, but then it's also mixed with a border. So that is neat, and I love that. I don't know if I'll hold on to it. I guess I might. I don't really use other people's foil because it's just easier for me to just like print off what I need from my own shop without having to like aggregate a whole set from my foil binder. It just takes like way too long, and I'm not about that because everything about my planning process already takes hours. But yeah, that means that I have a whole foil binder that I'm just not ever going to use, so I need to do something with that as well. All right, next we have Pink Diamond Planner Co. This is the other shop where I pretty much only buy her mystery overstock, or if she does an exclusive art that's in main shop that I love, I'll pick that up too, but usually it's only like 1 or 2 kits at a time. I'll actually remember to go over the freebie first. So it is this purple color. This looks a little bit darker than my lavender. Yeah, it's a little bit darker, which I love. I don't think I have this full color like even available to me actually, but I know she gets her stuff manufactured, so there are a lot more options with manufactured foil, which does intrigue me, and I do want to check that out at some point. But yeah, we have butterfly overlays, and then we have some scripts. We have rainy day, grocery run, and clean. That one has a little heart eye. One of my fonts has a heart eye too. Is that the same one? I don't think so. I feel like a lot of scripts or fonts probably do that these days. But anyway, we have rainy day, grocery run, clean. All very useful scripts. But the kit I picked up is the June 2023 mystery. I guess she also names hers, which is awesome. Summer on the River. And I like slept on this one at first. I like saw it. I was like, oh yeah, I kind of need that. And then just like forgot about it for like a month. And then I saw somebody else hauling it. I was like, oh crap. Hopefully it's still in shop. And it was, and I grabbed it because I need this kit for one very specific week. I think I chose another kit like temporarily for that week that I'll have to switch out. This was a week in 2021 was the last time that I went river rafting. That was like in the middle of summer when I went river rafting with my family on our family reunion trip in like Tahoe, which was amazing. It was so fun. I mean, it was during the worst point of my life because me and my boyfriend had like broken up at the time. But the actual reunion trip was like super amazing, and it was just really nice to have my family around me during that time as well. I did not plan for most of 2021. I think I planned only like 2 weeks out of the 52 in 2021, so I do technically need to go back and plan those at some point. It's like 2 years ago at this point, but like who cares? Memory planning is more about the art than like the currency. But yeah, whatever. And I already picked out my whole lineup for that entire year, so whatever kit I have there, I'm just gonna have to switch it out with this one because I know for sure that it's not going to be more specific than this. I could just save this until I have another river rafting experience, but I mean, honest to God, like I know where it is. I mean, that experience might come up before I have time to back plan 2021, so it's like this kit isn't going anywhere, but I would like to see more kits like this because I know a lot of people do river rafting. But anyways, the color scheme of this kit is really fun too. I love these blues and this like lemongrass color. It is literally like a greenish yellow, if I had to say. I would say it's more of a greenish yellow than a yellowy green, if I had to say, but like, come on, you know you're going to use lemongrass foil with this, which, speaking of which, pay attention to the Q1 quarterly foils of next year, because hint, hint, that may be one of the foils. But anyways, not that I really have any foil that would go with this. I mean, you could choose anything from basics. But like the beach stuff I have is more beach rather than pool. So, or like river. I don't know. There's some generic stuff in there like waves. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you, but just be aware. Anyways, I do love the color scheme. I don't like the Crocs though. I'm not a Crocs fan, but a lot of people are Crocs fans. And then yeah, we have watermelon, which is so yummy. It's like seedless too, which is very interesting. I didn't know. I mean, I guess seedless watermelons do exist, but it's so weird to see it without the seeds. I do love a good watermelon. I don't love a bad watermelon, but honestly, if I had to pick, I'm a cantaloupe girl when it comes to melons. We have our kayak, which I think I have gone kayaking once. I'm not a fan. Even river rafting is a push for me because I don't like water. I don't really like being around water. River rafting, the experience is fun. And like maybe I'll get out like when everybody stops to swim and they anchor their rafts. Maybe I'll get out for a little bit, but like 1 minute is enough for me. And then I'm back in the raft and just having the time of my life in that raft. That's where I like to be, not in the water. So that's why I don't mind river rafting, but kayaking is a little bit close for comfort. And then we have this fun like phone in like the waterproof phone case thing. I've never had one of those. What did I even do with my phone? I think we just kept it in like Ziploc bags on that trip. I think we just did. And like somebody had a backpack that they just left in the raft at all times. Or maybe it was like a plastic garbage bag, if I remember correctly. And we kept all the snacks in there too. I don't know why we did that. Like we didn't have any like proper equipment or whatever. Clearly we were just winging it, but it works. We have our cooler, and then we have like a little fruit tin, water bottle, and a hat with the diamond logo on it. So that's fun. Then we have our deco page, a couple movie marquees. I do like her movie marquees. They're fun with little hearts instead of the dots right there. Labels, work labels, third boxes. I always feel like they're like this line is extra wide, but I don't think it actually is. If you look on that side, it's normal, but I think on this side it might actually be a little wide. Yeah, it's a little wide. That just could be the cutting, but just like the way it's printed, it looks like that is way too thick on that side, which is so funny, but I'm sure they're fairly normal when you put them down. And then we have this page with our some squared off boxes, some rounded boxes, just kind of a mix. I'm not too big of a fan of these fancy labels, but I usually cover up those lines with foiled like dividers anyway, so like it doesn't really matter. I do love her glitter headers now. She has changed them throughout the years, and now they are perfect. And yeah, so we did it. Love the sidebar trackers. 2 extra full boxes. Oh, I love this like scene of the river in the background. Is that anywhere else? It might be there, but like loving that. And then we have like the 2 hands holding their drinks. I mean, y'all are used to this, especially 18 minutes into this haul, but I do describe every full box. Like, I don't know, I just do it because I do it, and it's also fun for me to like really appreciate the art, but also I feel like it does help all of y'all who are like watching this haul while doing something else, because a lot of people like listen to videos rather than watch, so y'all can basically get a play-by-play of like everything that I'm looking at, and if it sounds interesting to you, you can like look at the screen, but if not, just like hear me ramble on basically. So yeah, that's just how I do my hauls. But yeah, and then for this other full box, we have a flat lay. What is that? Is that like a music player? It's got like the music player buttons on it. Is it a speaker? I think it's a speaker that like looks like a keychain speaker type thing. I don't know. I've never seen that. Let me know if you know what that is, but I feel like that's what it is. Sunglasses, and then we have like an upright view of a can, which is cool. So yeah, it's more like an aerial view than a flat lay, but I mean, I guess they're kind of the same thing. And then we have functional stuff on this page, old style habit trackers, which are great, which are my preferred ones. Plenty of squares. We got the flags, just everything I need on there, except headers. I don't think she does headers. Most shops don't, like I said. Then we have this page. This is actually like old format SPC. I feel like most shops put all their little things on one page now, but here we have the squared off labels, fancy labels, little things all on one page. And then we have the patterned version of that. And then we have our bottom washi. I think it's so funny how like it's the style now to put your date covers at the bottom of the bottom washi. But like I always think that like if you think about it, it just looks funny to me. So I put mine at the top. But like how did that even become like the norm? That's just funny to me. Oh, also look at that drop shadow behind the day names. That's kind of neat. I think it's a little bit heavy on the drop shadow. Like it could be, the spread could be smaller, but it's a very fun effect. And then we have a full box of the corgi. That is adorable with this little like swim outfit. If I had a dog, I'm definitely going to put him on one of these so I can just like scoop him up with the little handles. I kind of want a dog. I'm not a dog person, but I kind of want a dog and cat. Like we have a family. We need dogs and cats. Like that's just the rules, you know? And then we have the fashion. I forget if I picked this up extra. I may have. Oh, we have our tall box girl with the giant floaty, which I love that. This is all Darcy art, so of course everything's amazing. The people are amazing. And I just have to include every single one of these. So all of these boxes are going to be present in the spread. Because like she doesn't really do like 10 different versions of the same girl. She does all different people. So it's all over the map, which is amazing. But it also means that I have to use every single box. I know a lot of y'all out there are like going to choose one or two at most. I don't choose. I just don't. Not recently, it's probably been a year or so since I just like hit that wall of like, I'm not going to agonize over choosing anymore. I'm just going to find a way to use all of them. And I do, and I have ways and means. It does take a while, but I just have to use all of them. So that's going to be fun to try to fit that in. What is this scenario? Is this like you're river rafting and then you like stop off and like somebody's going to do like a musical performance of some kind? That is interesting. I've never seen that. I do like the string lights though. That begs for some string light overlays, like probably everywhere in this kit. And then I did pick up the 5th color sampler, which she does an entire page, which is super cool. So it is this pink color, which is amazing. So you can switch that out. I think, let me see the little things real quick because I think there's a reason that I got that. And I think it's probably the writability of the little things. No, it's not. She does them good. See, if that dark blue had been on that portion, then like that would not be writable anymore. But she does them the good way, so love that. Like that box is not going to be writable. But yeah, it's good to know. So I guess I just have this fun color just for funsies. So yeah, we got our headers, we got fancy labels. I think those are like technically what you would call a quarter box and then a half box. The heck is this? Is that like a different version of the half box with giant borders? Look at that. What is that? It's just like a half box with a much smaller writable area. That is so funny. I've never seen that. Same for this one. This one has that giant border on the side too. Okay, good. I'm glad my eyes aren't playing tricks on me because of that. But yeah, that's kind of funny. And then we have that pattern with the palm trees over there, and then just basically every other size box. So plenty of extra boxes there. I'm definitely not going to run out, which is a comfort to me because with kits that are not printables, like there are some where I am going to not have enough boxes and I don't really have the ability to print more. Like I could if I grabbed the hex codes and like did it in multicolor, but that seems like a lot of work. So I love it when there are plenty of boxes provided. Okay. I have just spent 20 minutes talking over 2 kits. If that is any indication of how this haul is going to go, we're going to be here for like 3 hours. I may separate this into 2 different hauls and like stop at the 2-hour mark like I typically do. And the next haul is also going to be 2 hours, but we'll see. If it's like 2.5, I might just leave it like that. But we'll see when we get there. Okay, so that's 2 kits, and then we'll get into Glam Planner, which has like the next highest number of kits, which is 2. So first we have our like freebie pack, which I end up destashing like 99% of this. Is this just like misfits or stuff that she can't sell? Probably. But yeah, it's just like random kit pieces that like I don't use because I buy entire kits. I know a lot of y'all do buy like kit leftovers and like parts of kits and kind of piece stuff together. So y'all would love this, and that is why I de-stash it to you guys. So foil kit exclusive sampler. What are her foil kits? She doesn't do foil bundles. I don't even know. But yeah, some random foil bits. I do like her foiled movie marquees. They're pretty fun. The foiling is not too great on that part because these lines are just really thin, and that's just how it works. But they're still pretty fun. And then we have 2 extra boxes from this kit, which I already have and I haven't ever used. Oh, I love this castle. I needed to put this somewhere. I'm going to keep this and I'm going to put it somewhere like on display. Label sampler. I can see why this is a misfit because that box just got wrecked. But I'm going to keep this for the rest of them. Actually, for that one too, because I use some pretty big character stickers. I can just plop right over that. This one too. Label samplers are always welcome in my leftovers binder. I'm going to put aside the ones that I want to keep and the ones I'm going to de-stash. These are her Teeny and Bops in like a hot tub, which I'm going to de-stash. Fashion version 2 from this kit, which I don't think I got and I don't think I want. Fashion from this kit, which I believe I have. Extra boxes from this kit. I will keep this for the little things on third boxes because there's plenty on here. I don't know what kit that comes from. I guess this kit. Oh, a New Year kit. I think it was her custom art New Year from last year, maybe. I don't think I picked that up either. But yeah, there's definitely usable boxes on that page. And then we have the Sick Day full boxes from the March 2022 mystery. I don't use these anymore. I used them once, got really excited about the concept of them. And then the second time I used them, I put them down and I was like, this is terrible and covers up 100% of the art. And I'm not about that vibe. So I don't do that anymore. But I think it's funny that she's like putting that on de-stash. It's like, if I don't have that kit, what am I going to use these for? And if I do have that kit, chances are I already have these overlays. It's just funny to me. But yeah, we'll put that straight to de-stash. And then I'm going to hold on to these just so I can decant these and find something to do with that. Okay. And then for the actual kits, we have actually both of these are kits from Celise's studio, or like art sets from Celise's studio that she put out that I typically prefer to buy from Glam Planner, just because, like, I don't know, I think they work the best with her kits, kit format. I don't even know. It's just, they look good with her, how she does them. So these were just 2 that kind of fell by the wayside that I never picked up before now, and she had a sale now, so it kind of made sense for me to finally pick them up. So this one is Forever. This is like a very elegant wedding kit, and I just am obsessed with this, and I feel like I would use this for our wedding. I don't think our wedding will look like this, but I would not complain if it did. Like this, if I were choosing like everything for our wedding, I feel like, and I had unlimited money, I feel like it would look like this. But this is not my boyfriend's vibe at all, and I'm not going to put him through that on something that is supposed to be our wedding. So I will use this for something. I don't know, maybe a friend's wedding. We'll see. I got a lot of friends who could potentially have weddings in the future. And then why am I going over that first? I haven't even shown you the kit. Those are just the extras. Also, I was really dumb. Actually, I wasn't dumb. It was her fault for not putting in the listing for the Luxe kit that it comes with the double box or the big box. Because usually it did, but she didn't. She usually has a photo in the listing of it. She didn't list time, so I assumed that she didn't have this included, but she did. So now I have yet another extra big box that I want to put somewhere. So I'm going to put that aside for that. But this is just so gorgeous. This would be like my ultimate wedding for sure. Love these colors. I'm already thinking of foil, of course. Like, what are we going to do? Like, you would think matte silver, matte bronze. Not really matte bronze, though. Not really matte silver, though. Like, what is our option here? Maybe like taupe. I know that there's a foil in my swatch book that's like my manufacturer swatch book. Not my like the supplier, my supplier swatch book. I think there's one that like matches this. I don't know if it's one I put on my list, but we'll see. It's gonna be tricky. You could always just go with classic silver, or I still think matte silver might be the vibe, because like there's some gray in here, right? I don't know. Matte silver is a very cool tone, and this is like a very warm tone gray, so I don't know, but there's gotta be something that goes with this. Definitely none of the greens that I have would go, I don't think. Maybe grass green, I don't know, but so pretty. So pretty. Love this like outdoor venue for the double box scene. We got our rings, flat lay. We got the cake. We got the bouquet, perfume, earrings. We got this gorgeous tiara. Ooh, catch me wearing that on my wedding for no good reason. What are these? Are these vases? They look like they could be used as vases, but they don't have anything in them, so I don't know what they are. And then we have our vows. Okay, so these are the vows. So pretty. This page, which I just destashed immediately because I don't do the checklists. We have our 2 extra full boxes here, which are another flat lay. Looks like a mirror with a pen with flowers in it, a clutch, and then gorgeous shoes. And then I think this is like the guest book, maybe? I don't know. Can't really remember many weddings. I think I've been to one in my recent history. I love how she does her patterned flags, because not a lot of shops do that. I do, because again, that's how I use them. But I love that she does. So there's more functional stuff on this page. I love the 4 square boxes, because I really don't use more than 3 in a spread. And I love how they're patterned, because I love the patterned ones. I always use those first. We have some random labels on this page. I love how there's still the washi there, pattern washi. And then the world's tiniest amount of deco, which I'm not a fan of there being like no deco, but I'll survive. I would rather all this be replaced with deco. And then her very strange habit trackers. And her also very strange sidebar trackers. But I do love her movie marquees. And then we have this random page with bigger washi strips, which is good because I use the bigger ones. This random page, I love how she still has her headers. And then the triplicated bottom washi. And see, there we go. There's some date covers at the top where it makes sense. And then the double box scene of, like, I guess that's the venue, like the estate or wherever it is that the wedding's at, which, yes, please. And then I got the fashion. I got them just, like, the one that was kind of closest to me just in case I want to use this for my wedding anyway, but I mean, who cares? She's pretty anyway, and I love this dress. So, yep, that's the fashion that I picked up. So that is Forever. Been waiting to pick up that one for a long time. And then next, I have Flora. I don't know why she just put the fashion sheet out there just sitting with no cello whatsoever. That was a little bit of an interesting decision to me, but I mean, it came here fine, so it's all right. But yeah, this kit just sends me. Look at these colors. This is like purples, pinks. This is like the prettiest thing I've ever seen. Like, I want to go there so bad. It's like wildflower fields in the mountains, this little lamb, these gorgeous butterflies. I know a lot of people use my butterfly foil with this. I will probably do the same. I'll probably mix butterfly and the floral collections because I have both now. And we have our little picnic scene with the rosé. We have flowers and candles, a little basket bag. We have our little picnic flat lay. The butterflies. And that one is a little bit close to the food for my liking. Yeah, I've got like cake and berries there. This box is just the butterflies. There's like a book there. Ooh, this is my dream. Like, if I had a dream, it would be this setting for sure. We have our windmill. And then we have a like watercolor painting flat lay as well. Gorgeous. These are all in like her newest format, I believe. So it's the same that I just showed you. There we go. At least there's more deco because she made it tiny. Like, that is a more acceptable decision. And then triplicated bottom washi, and then I picked up the fashion separate. So it's just like one sheet and you get like all of your options for the skin tones of this girl. And then the hand holding the flowers. So that's so pretty. I don't know when I would use this, but it's just like a summer anytime kit probably. But I love that. So, okay, so that's everything from Glam Planner. Next we have ScribblePrintsCo, which I have some mystery kits in here, so I'm gonna like put those off to the side. I think I already probably like sneaked one by accident. I have like just one, don't I? Yeah, I just have September's mystery in there, so I'm not going to do that one until the very end. But yeah, this is like a couple orders combined here. And these are the extra sheets, so including freebies. So this is, I don't know, I think this is the $75 freebie, which is just her like a random assortment of underlays. This is in her, I think, Champagne Lights, if I remember correctly. And no, this is the $75 not freebie, so maybe that's the all orders freebie, who even knows. But these are her icons in this like gorgeous like hunter green color, so pretty. And then I got some doodle sheets, as I tend to do. So this sheet is funnel cakes. Oh, I remembered the name correctly for the first time. I'm getting there. Usually I'd like say falafel for about 5 different times before I realized that the name was actually funnel cakes. But funnel cakes are my favorite food in existence. I say that about a lot of foods, but funnel cakes are really up there. So had to have a sticker just to mark that specific occasion. And then of course I got the sharks sheet because you know I love sharks and I love shark movies so much. Shark movies, dinosaur movies, that's all I really want. I think there's like a shark and dinosaur movie coming up. Forget, but I can't wait either way. So those are the doodles that I got, and now let's get into the kits. So we have one that's like the pop mystery, and then we have 3 custom arts, because again that's really all I pick up from her now. This first one is Woodland Party. I tend to just pick up like birthday kits with themes that I like. I don't even know when I'm gonna use it. Who's gonna have a woodland birthday themed party? I don't know, but it's cute and I love it. And my fairy foil could work very well with this, so who knows, at any random birthday party for Aurora I might use this. But yeah, we have oh, these colors are so pretty, these greens and pinks and blues, love it. So we have our double box scene of the like outdoor table that you can sit at. I can just imagine like having to clean up all that like fabric. That would not be fun. But so catch me not having this party, but it's a really pretty kit. We have our stack of presents. We have a flat lay of the presents here. We have a scene of the like table, like the serving table with the cake on it. We have this fun drink with like this random umbrella in it. Interesting. And then a book stack with flowers on top. What are the books? These are the Violet Fairy book and the Green Fairy book. I think those are actual books, but I never read them, so I don't know what's in them. I remember there's like a Blue Fairy book. I don't know anything about them. And then we have what looks like musical instruments, maracas and a tambourine. And then we have a little signpost. Enchanted Forest, Into the Woods, Fairy Garden, and The Burrow. That is definitely a Harry Potter reference, which is fun, but also very random. And then we have our deco. I love this amount of deco. Weekend banner, functional stuff. Then we have our glitter hatters, 2 extra boxes, which are like a close-up of the cake with little mushrooms on it, which are super cute. And then like a flat lay of the cookies on the table, I think is what those are. Then we have movie marquees, habit trackers. Then we have our rounded box page, which I do not like rounded boxes, so I don't really use this page at all. But the square boxes I do because I love them. Little things page, pattern boxes page, and solids. And then bottom washi page with our extra full box, which is just like a scene of the forest. I think it's like the background of that one. That would be perfect for a quote over it. And then I love this like wood pattern and the grass pattern for the bottom washi, and then the date covers as well. So the freebie is this tall box scene of like just this, which like I don't think I need that because I'd rather have the whole view of it, unless it's mirrored. Is it mirrored? No, it's not. So yeah, I'd rather have the whole view and not cut off anything. So I may not be using that. I will be using this tall box though of the fairy girl. And then I just loved her curly hair, honestly, even though she's way too dark for like what I look like, but the hair is accurate. The hair is me. And then we have our kids. So if you have like, I guess 2 kids, then there's 2. And then if you have just 1, there's your 1. So that is Woodland Party. Very fun. And then the next one is football, which I just did a football foil bundle that you can use with this. What do I think about foil Rex? I don't know. Pumpkin, maybe. Pumpkin orange might work. Olive green will be a little bit dark. I don't have olive, like a light olive yet. That is on my quarterly foils list. Like silver, of course, bronze maybe, matte silver. I'm sure you guys can figure it out. But yeah, so this is called Football, and it is a custom art by Sadie Piper. And I am still on my BS of picking up football kits, even though I do not watch football, do not care about football, do not really understand how the game works, and I'm not really a sports person to begin with, except maybe golf, but I don't know. I still pick up all the football kits. I like the experience of going to the game, and my boyfriend likes football, so it's my dream that he will take me someday. We actually like joked about it the other day. He like was mentioning like taking me to a football game here, and I was like, please do, because I may not understand how it works, but I have a lot of football kits I need to use, and I would love that. And so I don't know if we will, but I would like that. So anyway, here we have our double box scene of like the outdoor pool area, where I guess there's like a little theater set up with 2 screens. That is super fancy. And then we have a little cooler here, a little ice bucket. And then the napkin little bucket says penalty flags on it, which is very funny. We have our clothing flat lay, 'tis the season. That's kind of like the quote box that I did, which is football is my favorite season. So 'tis the season for football. Then we have our like tailgating set up here. We have our football cake, which is very pretty. And then we have a flat lay here of like decorations, an actual football, a little pouch that says game day. And then we have like the balloons are on the front door on that one. We have our deco, functional, 2 extra full boxes here. One of them is like the little trophy with the football in it. And this one is a flat lay of like the wings and the dip and the chips and the celery, all extremely realistic. And then what is this, a bingo card? Yeah, see, that would be fun. If I knew what any of these things mean, like blocked pass, attempt on 4th down, what the heck are those terms? Again, don't have any idea how the game works really at all. But if somebody could explain those to me, I would have a lot of fun watching football if I had that bingo card. Let me just tell you that right now. I mean, honestly, I could just hear the ref like say the words, and then that might alert me to what I need to mark on the bingo card. So maybe I just need to listen to the ref. Anyways, what do we have here? We have our rounded boxes. We have our little things, solid color, pattern color. We have our bottom washi with this ombre, which is so fun. I just learned how to make ombres like for my kits, so there may be some ombres coming up, but so fun. And then we have the pattern with like the football plays on there, which I actually did for my underlays. I did the football plays. And then we have a full box with like the hands holding the beer. And then for the tall box freebie, it's this girl. Sadie Piper usually does like so many people for her art sets. It always just gives me so much anxiety. But since this is a custom art, I think she only did a limited number, so I'm saved. But yeah, we have this tall box girl. So pretty. Love her hair and the braids. And then we have this other tall box. So I'm thinking like a tall box extender moment. That's what I'm thinking, because this girl's also gorgeous. Yeah, I think she had like a few versions of the extras sheet, but they weren't really by skin color. So I just chose this one because that girl like looks the most like me, and then I'll just pick one of these girls randomly to use. But yeah, I mean, I really hope that I have a chance to use this, because I really want to be like a sports girly. I know people are either into soccer or football, and I just feel like I might get more into football because my boyfriend is more into football than soccer, but I just want to be it. But like, I don't know. We don't, like, he's not really ever home, so we can watch football if he, like, even wanted to, nor do we have cable. But it's like, I want to be into something. I want to be excited about a team. But I could not get excited on my own about a team. I would need his help. Anyways, those are my sports struggles. Next, we have the farm kit, which I also did a foil bundle for. I think matte bronze is the vibe. I've seen a lot of you ordering matte silver as well. You could do a mixed bundle moment if you wanted to. I do have a lot of like stuff in the a la carte section for farm, just because it was originally a request from a customer to do a la carte, and I kind of made the decision on my own to do it as a whole bundle. But I did make the a la carte available for her. So you can like mix metal if you want. But yeah, I'm going to do matte bronze for me personally. But yeah, I don't know when I'm going to use it. I love the idea of farms. We actually have farms pretty close to us. because we live like kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It's like a growing city, but there's farms all around us, so like we don't have to travel very far to see cows. But like I don't know if there's any reason I need to use a farm kit, so I'm like waiting for one, but when there is, I love this kit. So we have our little donkey family, we have our little sheep family, very realistic, just did a great job with the art as always. We have our, I don't know, they're not longhorns, they're just different kinds of like cows. Not that I know anything about this. I love this little pie with the ducks on it. We have some more farm produce. We did take a tour of a farm once for Girl Scouts. I ate a carrot fresh out of the ground. It was like the best experience eating a carrot of my life. It was like the most delicious carrot for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if all farm grown carrots are way better than normal carrots, but it was so good. And then we have this little kettle. We have some eggs, which probably cost $1 million now in this day and age. And then we have this like picture over here with a little duck on it. So cute. We have our deco, functional. I love these colors. Oh, they are so calming. Then we have our tractor. And then we have this like entrance to the barn with the barn cats in it, which is so cute. And I did a quote box in the bundle with the intention of using it right here. It's like Barn Sweet Barn, I think, and it like goes right here. But you can like just cut it and put it at the top if you want, but that's kind of my intention with that box, just so you know. And then we have our rounded boxes, little things. I love how all of these colors are writable. Patterns, solid. Jess is so good with the patterns. I think she's like the best pattern person of all the artists. And then the bottom washi, and then this extra box with the fresh picked carrots. Yummy, yummy. I think those are potatoes too, which are my other favorite food. Carrots and potatoes are literally like my favorite vegetables. Corn is up there too because I love popcorn. And then we have alternate skin tones for the hands. I'm going to just destash that because that is my hand color. And then I picked up the fashion. This is Fam 2, which I usually pick up for obvious reasons. We have a girl with the little calf, boy with the chicken, girl with the chicken, and then a girl just sitting on the fence line. Very cool. Can't wait to use this whenever that may be. I'm going to put that in destash pile. Okay, and so next we have the Pop Mystery, which is the Willy Wonka one. It's called Wonka. I just like saw her do like the flash on the video and I was like, that's Willy Wonka. I need it. I don't care even that it's by the artist that I'm not like super much of a fan of. I just like need it because I need Willy Wonka kits. I already have like 1 or 2, but they're not really in formats that I find super useful. But obviously this one is, so I needed it anyway. And this double box scene is so good of like the candy room where everything is candy. Oh my god. And then Violet, who's turning Violet. She's so blue. It's like so indigo right there. And then we have Gene Wilder himself. This is the original Willy Wonka, by the way, which was called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And then we have Augustus going up the pipe. We have little Charlie Bucket. And then there he is with his grandpa. And that's when they like break the rules. And then Veruca Salt. I want it now, Daddy. And then we have our other double box scene here of the invention room, I think. Whatever it's called. So detailed. Love it. That's the freebie. And then we have our deco and functional. We have our Oompa Loompa. And then we have our flat lay with like the Wonka bar, the golden ticket, the lollipop, other candies in there. I think that's the everlasting gobstopper. We have our glitter. And we have the rounded. We have the little things. We have the patterns. Solid. That is the brightest highlighter yellow I've ever seen in my life. Oh, I love this chocolate bar pattern. That is so fun. And then we have Mike TV in the TV, which this is like the funniest box I can imagine because the actual scene cracked me the F up. Like, he was so happy about it. That was like the time of his life. Meanwhile, she was not happy what happened to her. She was not happy what happened to her. He was definitely not happy. Like, everybody else got like messed up by what happened, but Mike TV was having the time of his life in that TV. So funny. Anyways, so yeah, I think this kit came out because there's gonna be a new movie where I think like it's either a movie or a show where Timothée Chalamet is gonna be, I know it's Timothée because he's French, but I'm not. he's going to be young Willy Wonka, which I think it's a movie. I don't know. I think it's coming out later this year. So I guess that's what this like was meant to represent, and I might as well use it for that. Or I could just use one of the older Willy Wonka kits I have. But honestly, I am always down for a rewatch of either of the Willy Wonka movies. I love both of them with a fierce passion. So it'll come in handy at some point. I can guarantee you. You can use my candy foil collection with that. There's some generic candy stuff. There's some Halloween candy stuff. You can just take your pick. That's what I would recommend. And next we have the September mysteries. So spoiler alert, I'm going to show this on screen in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it is. It is this cute little diner set. It is by Dusk Design Art, who she doesn't use for mysteries that often. I feel like at this rate it's like maybe 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4. But I mean I love all of her mystery artists, but it's always a nice treat when we have Dusk because her people are just so freaking cute. Like, she has a style for her people. Like, they are just like, it's like her little cartoon style, and they're just perfect, and I love them. Like, whenever she does generic people, just like, look at that person. That's a style, and I love it. And I don't have my style. I try to draw mine like photorealistic, but like not too photorealistic, but just like kind of boring. But I just love this aesthetic. I need to find a way to find my own. But anyways, this is a cute little diner set. I don't know when I would use this. Do old-fashioned diners even exist? I think there was one place that we went to when I lived in California before, when I was in like 3rd grade, what was it called? I don't remember at all. But was it Ruby's? It might have been Ruby's. But that place was like the closest I ever got to like a diner like this. That was really fun. If we ever go to one at some point in my future, I might do that. But honestly, I could do this to represent an old movie, like, I don't know, Grease or Footloose or whatever the heck those old movies are that have diners in them. Because I didn't pick up any of those custom arts from the shops that did them, because like I don't like those movies enough to do that. But since this kit showed up in my mailbox, I love it, and I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to find a way to use it somehow. I'm going to shoehorn it in somewhere. It's just so pretty. I love the color scheme. Love that mint green again. It's coming back with the pink, and then this black checker. I have checker underlays, so boom, there you go. It's just so pretty. This color scheme gets me so much. We have our ice cream sundae, our little ice cream float. We have our like pancake breakfast and burger and fries flat lay. We have the menu, the bag, these like old-fashioned cat eye sunglasses. Our 2 waitresses, I think, or maybe that's a patron. And we have our little old-fashioned Coca-Cola with the straw in it. Oh, so fun. I love this. This is so fun. I mean, I don't even know why I love it so much, but I think I love the style and the colors. That's all I need, really, to love it. So we have our deco. We have our 2 extra full boxes with a jukebox. You can't have a dino kit without a jukebox. Oh my god. We have this like old-fashioned, like, what is it, a Corvette out front? I don't know cars at all. It's an old-fashioned car of some kind. But I love it. And then the diner is called like the 50s. Oh, that's so fun. This is vibes, I'm telling you. We have our glitter headers. Oh, these colors are so amazing. I cannot stop talking about them. We have our rounded boxes. We have our little things. Solid patterns. These patterns are very loud, but I love it. Our bottom washi, we have this like the mint green checker. And then we have our little box with the roller blades, because of course that's another 50s thing. And then we have our 5th color sampler, which is this bright highlighter yellow once again. And then we have our doodles in the colors of the kit, which I need to remember to use those because I frequently forget. And then we have our alternate skin tone hair colors for that girl, for the rollerblade shoes. Oh, I love the white hair or blonde. Jeez Louise, probably the blonde though. And then 1 singular extra box. They're like old-fashioned, like rotary phone. Oh, I love this so much. So that is the September mystery. I'm so glad I like the mystery kit for the month of my birthday, because that just makes me happy. And then I think the foil bundle is Hollow Twinkle, if I recall correctly. So, yes. We have our 2 pages of, oh, these are not going to show up on camera at all. It's not even focusing. It just got so upset about it. But yeah, we have 2 pages of 6 full box overlays, and then the headers on the side. There's 2 of those, 2 of the underlays. These are a very subtle twinkle. Honestly, my twinkle underlays are really subtle, but these are more subtle than that even. And then we have scribs and icons, and then bottom washi, extra headers, date dots, tiny deco. So that, again, is the September mystery. That's everything from SPC. And for the next part of the haul, we're going to get into all the printables. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the next part of this haul. I did forget to adjust my lighting for kits instead of foil for the first part, but I did for this part, so if the lighting looks a little different and there's like some harsher shadows, that's why. But yeah, it should be a little bit brighter. So for this next part, we're going to do all printable kits, starting with Pink Planner Shop. So she's kind of like my catch-all shop for when my favorite shop, Apple Blossom Prints, does not do a kit. Because I like Apple Blossom Prints format more, but I can still work with Pink Planner Shop if I need to, and she does like pretty much every art set. So yeah, basically if there's anything that Amanda doesn't do, I'll get it from Seberger, I think is how you say her name. I'm not sure. But yes, so this stack is everything that I needed from her. And I think I had it in some kind of order, but I'm not sure if that order still exists. So let's just like go through it kit by kit. First we have Love Mom, which is, who did this? Was this Coffee Doodles Co.? I'll be able to tell if I see a face, but I think this is Coffee Doodles Co. like Mother's Day art, which I don't ever have enough Mother's Day kits. So I was happy to pick this up. Love this color scheme, these pinks and oranges. So I have a double box scene of like an outdoor seating area. That's funny because that's like at least the second or maybe third one I've seen in like this haul so far. Seems to be a very popular thing. I love this clothing flat lay with the gorgeous dress with the florals at the bottom and the shoes in the bag. We have some drinks up here, various juices. Are these donuts? Those might be like mom donuts. We have our Mother's Day card, best mom ever mug. Love it. And then we have our solids page. One thing that I do prefer in other formats is the size of the fancy labels. These are like very small. It's a smaller writable area than even little things, so I can't really use them as fancy labels. And then these like tiny little quarter boxes are also like the tiniest you can imagine. So that's like one thing that I kind of have to just work with. And then we have the patterns page. Little things are good. I did kind of like tear apart a lot of these pages, as I tend to do when I print them myself. I just take out what I don't need and I add more of what I do, so they are kind of like all over the place, and you'll see that for the entire rest of this haul. So we have 2 extra full boxes here. We have our lanterns and our macarons, which I love, macaron, and then we have our stack of books and whatever those things are, some kind of fruit maybe, and a candle on top of the books. And then for the rest, I just did like my functional stuff that I need. So we have the sidebar tracker, habit tracker, meals header, and then the 2 flags, page flags. And then this page, let's see, we have more little things. These are like the patterned ones. She does them really interesting. So this part is solid, and then the writable part is the pattern. And then we have like appointment labels, which I think it's fun that these are included because I do have like overlays specifically with the chevron shape for that. And then I duplicated the movie marquee because I typically need, if it's a week where I'm watching movies, typically it's like at least 2, but these are like really tiny movie marquees though, so they're not going to work for all movie titles. And then I think I added a couple little things there because that was what there was room for. And then my 3 square boxes are there. This one, I think I put the 5th color sampler just in here because I didn't need whatever else functional stuff was on this page. So that's that. I do like the 5th color sampler. And then we have our deco and weekend banner. That's very similar to my weekend banner. And then we have the glitter headers, which I love. We have just some more patterned like washi strips. I think I just usually choose one to duplicate and turn it into the one that goes behind the header. So it was that one that I chose. And then we have like the reverse style of patterned little things. That one was an oopsie printing error on my part. But yeah, where we have the pattern on the small size, and then the writable area is the solid color. And then on the washi page, we have the 2 bottom washies, we have our date covers, and then our last full box that has a little frame that says Love You Mom. So I love this so much. These colors are really unique, I feel like, and this is going to be great to use for an upcoming Mother's Day. I think I have enough to last maybe a couple more years. All right, and then next we have this kit called Summer Zeist. You can tell my printer was having fun because the two greens are totally different, so it may not match entirely, but shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, this artist is Levy and Love Arts. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's like what it's supposed to be, but when it's on Instagram, it's all like one word, so I'm not entirely sure, but I know that Levy is a thing, so yeah. Anyway, I just love this artist so much. I tried to get her as like to do custom art, but she was like fully booked up. She like wasn't booked up, and then I asked her, and then she was, and I was like, oh, I was just too slow on that. But one of these days. But I love her style so much. Her people are like amazing. Oh, I just love these outfits. So this is like, I think it's supposed to be like Summer Zest. I think it was. I don't know, because Zeist is not a word. But yeah, it's just a very summery kit. We've got lots of lemons and tomatoes in here. Very like summery produce-y, kind of got some Italian vibes going on, like with our, like that could be gelato right there. Kind of feel like Italian vacation vibes. This reminds me of like a couple of the times I've been to Italy, so this might be nice to save for that. We have like our Italian flatbread pizza as well. Remember a double box scene of like the outside of, I guess like maybe the hotel that you would be staying at or something like that. I'm not sure. And then we've got all of our food everywhere. Lemonade. I just love this artist so much. And then this page that I tore up in a different way, interestingly enough. I think this color, no, I think I just like put this in there just because I don't think it was a non-writable color. I think, or maybe the green I thought was like less writable than the others. So that's why I put these movie marquees here. But yeah, we have those, our meals header. And then the washi flags, habit tracker, sidebar tracker, and then our extra full boxes. This one's like the scene of the outdoor table. And then our clothing flat lay, squeeze the day on there. And then there were plenty of extra boxes to choose from, so I put them on this page. We have the tall box girl. I chose the brown hair. And then the little lemons in a cage, which is funny. And then this other fashion girl, which, oh my gosh, obsessed. And then our deco. Glitter headers, little things, solid color, which I put the square boxes here because I didn't really have enough room to put them anywhere else. So what I'll typically do is I'll just take out a couple of the half boxes and replace them with my 3 squares because honestly I use them kind of interchangeably at this point. So that's just what I have to do. Pattern page, I love that like lemon pattern right there. And then, oh, I love all of them, of course. Bottom washi. Date covers, again, on the top where they make sense. And then all this delicious looking sweets in the full box there. I think that's olive oil right there, maybe. And then 5th color sampler, which is this like beigey color. And then we have some more little things here. You can never have enough of those, and I put more of those because again usually I would put more fancy labels, but the little things are bigger in terms of writable area, so I just duplicated those. So yeah, that is Summer Zeist, whatever Zeist is, and I'm not sure when I'll use that, but I'm glad I have it. And then we have Siren Spell. This is Milk and Berry's art, I believe. Dinda did a mermaid set. I think this was around the time that everybody was doing mermaid art for the Little Mermaid release, like the movie, but I believe this one was mostly just like generic mermaid, if I recall correctly. I think there's like one reference to Ariel in it, but it's mostly just like generic mermaid. But I love it. I love these blues, like these mermaids with the blue hair. I'm all about that. I love this like sunken ship situation here. This is all just like, it seems like very unique for a mermaid set, and I love it. I don't know what this fin is. Is that like a sea monster or a mermaid's hand? I don't know. It's definitely not like that kind of mermaid's hand, but I would believe it if it was the mermaid from Harry Potter's hand. That would make sense. But looks like it's on a sale journal. Siren's Tears. A vial of Siren's Tears for some reason. A water breathing potion. The exact compass from Pirates of the Caribbean for some reason. whatever that thing in the back is. I think it's an octopus on something. But yeah, again, I love these mermaids. Sunken ship. We have a vial of octopus ink as well. Some treasure. A flat lay over here with this gorgeous mirror, turtle, some shells, and then we have our binoculars and like life buoy there. So pretty. And then solid color page, pattern page. I just went crazy adding in extra appointment labels because they're the size of quarter boxes, and they're the only thing that is like the size of a quarter box. So I added a lot of those onto this page because I know I can't use the fancy labels as quarter boxes like I typically would. Deco, glitter headers, 2 extra full boxes on this page. We have another one of the blue-haired mermaids with gorgeous face decoration, and then we have like some shells, fish, and jellyfish up there at the top. I almost forgot the word for jellyfish. But yeah, then we have the usual functional stuff, square boxes, little things. That blue, it looks darker on camera, but it is actually kind of a lighter, more writable blue in real life, which is great. Love this tall box girl. Oh my god. She's like a mermaid on land, it looks like. Her dress almost reminds me of Meg's from Hercules. A little bit. But yeah, she's so pretty. I put 3 movie marquees for some reason. Got our 5th color sampler, more quarter boxes, and then there's the Ariel one. That's like the same girl as the one on the other page. Why did I do both? Because usually I don't do both. I did in this case. Usually I'll pick one or the other. I think I will use that one just because I like the fact that it is kind of like a reference to Ariel. And then we have another blue-haired one there. And then this one is just like the outline. Or like the silhouette of them. And then sidebar tracker, little things. We have a lighthouse full box over here, and I love the patterns for the washi. So that is Siren's Spell. I have quite the collection of mermaid kits that I like never use. I do have a mermaid foil collection in shop though, so more of an excuse to use one. Next we have Autumn Whimsy. I literally don't know who this artist is. I bet I could find it if I looked it up, but it's just like never one that I've actually memorized the style of. I think the next one is the same artist that I just flat out don't know, but I love it. I feel like I'm seeing her art everywhere now, but I just can't quite remember the name. Anyways, yeah, so this is Autumn Whimsy. It's a very like froggy and mushroomy kit, and I love the snail. That's the second time that a snail has appeared like prominently in a kit. I feel like, where was the other one? I feel like it was a kit that Andrea did, but I don't remember which one. But that's so funny. Maybe she did this kit exactly, this art, and that was where the snail came from. Maybe. But yeah. These 2 boxes here, I think, like, either were duplicates or some that were elsewhere in the kit, or I just took them out and put them elsewhere because I, for some reason, just put the tall box girl there, but needed her for sure. We have a double box scene of, like, the inside of the house, which frogs and mushrooms everywhere, of course. We have the frog in the mushrooms here. We have our snail in front of the lake, or, like, the little pond. We have our flat lay with the boots and the bag. We have 1000 Magical Herbs and Fungi, which, if you know, that's a Harry Potter reference, so I love that being snuck in there. And we have frog legs and moth wings, which I'm sure are like Harry Potter ingredients for potions. This page, which as you can tell, I just completely wrecked up for my own purposes. We have our woodland book full box, and then we have a full box with like mushrooms, crystals in front of like one of those little shelves. The tiny shelves that you can put a lot of little things in. My grandma had one growing up. We have our solid color. We have our patterns. I love the patterns for this set so much. Glitter headers. Double box scene here. It looks like the outside of the little hobbit hole, kind of, with that round door. I put a pattern full box here just so I could use a quote, and then another fashion girl right there. I literally don't know what foil I would do with this. I feel like there should be fairies in this, but there's no fairies, which is, I feel like, a missed opportunity. So I can't use my fairy foil collection. I mean, there's one butterfly, so maybe butterflies. The only set that I have that has mushrooms in it is the fall set, so maybe the fall collection, because there's fall leaves in here. It's called Autumn Whimsy, like maybe that's the vibe. And honestly, how many other fall foil sets have mushrooms in them? Not very many. I feel like mine is maybe one of the only ones, so there you go. Little things. Fifth color sampler. Oh, I love this. Oh, yes. I'm glad I printed that off because I love that color so much. Deco. And then I had to leave the washi hole for this one just because I needed that whole frog. So this entire thing is going to be the vibe. And then we have some more different mushrooms here with the ladybug and the butterflies back again. So that one's really fun. That is Autumn Whimsy by that artist whose name I can't remember. And I think she also did this one, which is Autumnal Mysteries. So this is like another true crime kit that I will be using my true crime foil with. What foil color remains to be seen. Maybe light pink, but honestly, who knows? We'll get there when we get there. But yeah, this is very detective-y. So honestly, I feel like a Sherlock Holmes rewatch is going to be the vibe for this particular one, which I love the Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr. Obsessed with them, honestly. And I also started watching the show Sherlock like a decade ago, and I just never finished it, so could be that too. But yeah, we have a double box scene of like one of those loungy sofas so you can put your feet up on, or it's like a chair. I don't know what you would even call that. But we have our flat lay here with some food, latte, newspaper. We have some books going on here. We have our little detective lady. We have another book with like stationery stuff. We have our detective hat, candle, mug, and then we have a hand holding a leaf mug there. I love the colors for this. They're really unique for this theme, I feel like. And then we have the solid color patterns. Ooh, the argyle. I have argyle underlays, so feel free, now that I finally have them in shop. This looks like a new style of movie marquee, which I'm very happy about because it's much better than the other one. And then we have the outside of the bookstore for that full box, and then this one is like somebody's Kindle cover that has a bunch of stickers on it, and it's their emotional support Kindle, which is very funny. I love my Kindle too, but I love my physical books as well. Hardcovers specifically. And then we have our glitter headers. This page, which I guess is the one that I put random stuff on. Deco, and then our bottom washi, which of course love that argyle so much. And then yet another Kindle that says like in my Kindle era on it, which a vibe, I guess. Fifth color sampler. I guess this is how this page originally looked. So there's the kind of pattern little things on that page. And then I think I left this page kind of intact. We have another fashion girl. We have our, I love this pattern. I just needed this there for the quote box. Quarter boxes on here. And yeah, I think I did these manually. More third boxes, and then the washi strip. Where's the meals header? I need to make sure that I actually have that. Okay, there it is. Yep, so that is Autumnal Mysteries. Love it for a detective rewatch. Next, we have Dino Adventure. This one so Digiberry Design used to do a bunch of Harry Potter sets. She used to be called something else. And then she, like, I guess decided to stray away from doing, like, copyrighted stuff. And she just started doing a lot of generic kits. But, I don't know. They always, like, looked really good as art sets. But then when somebody put them in a kit, they always looked kind of funny. But this one I feel like really worked out. So, this is Dino Adventure. And it's kind of like a mix between, like, I don't know, Indiana Jones adventuring, but with dinosaurs. Which, like, what more do I need to know? Of course, that makes it really hard to, like, find a use case for this. Like, what am I going to use this with exactly? Like, I mean, it's not like Jurassic Parky enough to use it for Jurassic Park, and I don't want to use it for Indiana Jones because there's a random ASS dinosaur in there. So, like, I don't even know. Like, honestly, I'm getting like Jungle Cruise vibes, but there's no dinosaurs in that either. So honestly, maybe it's just an anytime kit. Could be, but I just love it. We have our double box scene here of like this old like Mayan temple or whatever. There's our Mayan like switch. It does something magical, I'm sure. Fashion girl, who's our little adventurer. We have our phone and our apples and peanut butter snack, which honestly used to be my breakfast for many, many, many years. Now it's apples and cheese. And then we have our backpack and shoes. We have a flat lay with the passport, I think, compass, binoculars, and then Mr. Dinosaur just chilling there, chilling like a villain. He's also featured here on this full box on the cover of, is that a DVD cover or like a magazine cover or something? We have our carabiner, our snacks, and our boat. Yeah, I did something really funny with this page, clearly. On this one too. Anyways, glitter headers, deco, solid. Why did I do this? Who knows? I only did it for this kit, it looks like. Patterns, and then this pattern box with the hand holding, I don't know, magical flower maybe. Bottom washi, 5th color sampler, and little things. So I don't know what I'm going to use this for, but I just love this kit. I mean, I have enough dinosaur foil to use with that. Next we have Fern. Now this is going to be a very quick flip through because I have not seen Fern Gully. I just know that it's on my list of animated movies to see because it's my goal to see every Western animated movie pretty much. So I have not seen it yet, but I do intend to, and then I'm going to use this kit. Whether I like it or not, it's one of those things where I buy the kit before I ever watch the property that it's based on. So that is to say, I don't know what anything in this kit is. Zero knowledge of anything, but it's pretty. It's one of the last ones by Coffee Doodles Co. So I'm happy to use it. And there's plenty of full boxes, as you can tell, so I'm all about that. This one's great for a quote. Love this double box scene situation. There's people that are beautiful looking. I don't know, whatever this is, I'm excited about it. It's not like 100% Fern Gully. I think it's more Fern Gully inspired, but like whatever. It does the job for me. Gorgeous tall box lady, like functional stuff that I put there. Deco. Even more boxes. This is the old style movie marquees. Glitter headers, solid, patterned, bottom washi. I think that like bat thing is based off of one of the characters. It's as far as I can get. Which one of these people is Fern Gully? Couldn't tell you. I think maybe it's the tall box lady. Couldn't tell you. 5th color sampler and little things. So very happy to have this for whenever I watch that. I need to honestly put it on the schedule, otherwise I'm gonna forget. Same for this one actually. So this one is called December. It was based on Anastasia, which is like one of my favorite movies, and that's one of the Anastasias that I named my snake after. And so y'all may have been hearing me talk about how I bought this art and I'm going to use it in my own shop, which I will. I bought this printable before I decided to do that. Because I didn't really see this in any physical shops. I only saw it in a printable shop, and like that was fine with me because I'm a printable customer. But a lot of y'all are not printable people, and you need a physical version. So I am going to do that, and I'm probably going to use my own version. So this one I will most likely destash. But I am just going to go over it with you just so I can gush about it on more than one occasion. I feel like I already did. Why do I feel like I already did? I don't even know. But if I did, then I'm doing it again. So congratulations. You get to see me gush about this twice. But yeah, it's been a while since, like, I remember saying this exact thing, but it's been a while since I've watched this movie, so I don't necessarily know what everything is. But I know that that's the various versions of Anastasia, and she's so pretty. And that's like the dog from the movie Double Box Scene of Paris. Gorgeous. We have her snow globe, her tiara. When does the Russian circus happen in the movie? I don't know, but it happens at some point. Together in Paris, some macarons. I guess they go to Paris at some point. Music box, shoe. Very pretty backgrounds. We have a double box scene of them two dancing. Honestly, I can't even destash this because, like, I already, like, ruined it basically for anybody else. So I might just use this kit twice, which I guess is fine with me. Glitter headers. Oh, yeah, look at that. Gorgeous pattern full box. 3 movie marquees. 4 score boxes. I'm prepared for something this week. 5th color sampler. Where does this red come in? There only? I guess. I don't know. I didn't really think about it when I printed it off. Solid color, patterns, bottom washi, and then another Anastasia. So pretty. She's got so many fun looks. Okay, so that is December. And then next we have Ye Old Fair, which I couldn't find like very many shops at all that were using this art, so I feel like everybody kind of missed out on it. Except me. Not me. I definitely had to get it just cause it's like a Ren Fair kit, which I mean that's why not a lot of people use it, because not a lot of people are into Ren Fairs, but I've been to one once. It was really fun. I don't think I'll have many opportunities to go to another one, but I just really wanted this kit. It's got like jousting in it. Like, come on, you could use that for a movie that has jousting in it. Like, what's that one? Like A Knight's Tale or something? Like, come on, you could use it. So this is by, this art is by Kanish Jess. So we have our fashion girl playing the flute. We have our little signpost pointing to the blacksmith, the dungeon, enchanted forest, jousting arena, marketplace, royal privies, I think, privies, that's bathroom, banquet hall, banquet hall, it's gotta be hall. And then we have some coin purses on the ground. That one's got gems in it. We have our lute, our old-fashioned princess cap, tiara, and the butterfly wings. We have our children, one of which is in the stocks, which is funny. We have our jousters, and then we have our barrel of ale, our fair food, and then our cauldron. Very fun. Tall box girl, how to put her here. Other various functional stuff. We have 2 more full boxes with our sword and shield, and then archery practice situation. We have our glitter headers, solid page, patterns, bottom washi, and then our little puppet theater. And then I had to pick this fashion man who looks a lot like my boyfriend, honestly. So yes, please. Really needed him in that kit. And 5th color. So that is Ye Old Fair. And then lastly, for Pink Planner Shop, we have Haunted Halloween. So I did get both the haunted and the pretty versions of this kit. Apple Blossom Prints did the pretty version, so I'll show you that in a second. But Pink Planner Shop did the haunted one, so that's where I got that from. But yeah, I love how this kit, I've mentioned this before, but I love how these kits feature like spooky versions of Alice in Wonderland and Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. That just makes my day. Just because Alice is my favorite book ever, basically, is the Alice in Wonderland duology. But yeah, I love the kitty cat here with the cauldron. We have our eyeball candy corn, brownies, spider. We have some delicious looking cookies over there, and cotton candy, I believe. We have our stack of books, Book of Spells, Hocus Pocus, Witchcraft and Wizardry, Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. That's where that's pulled from. How many kits have random Harry Potter references? That's like the 3rd time I've mentioned it in this haul section. That's so funny. I'm not complaining. I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. And we have a double box scene of, I think this is like a hedge with an set of archways in it. Interesting. This was another one where I decided to just replace this top row with more quarter boxes. Although these little things look like, not little things, these fancy labels look like they're slightly bigger than they used to be. So they are a little bit more writable, I'll tell you that. Patterns here, functional stuff and deco, bottom washi. And then our signpost that says Salem, Which Way, Pixie Hollow, Booville, and Ghoul Gate. And then glitter headers. Ooh, tall box girl with the cat with the glowing red eyes. They both have glowing red eyes. That's very cool. And then this a bright box with a bunch of miscellany in it. New style mover marquees. Yes, please. 5th color sampler. Oh, I love that. Oh, yes. So happy to have that. And then the big box. I didn't think this big box was adequately represented anywhere else. So I needed to actually have the whole big box. There's an extra double box scene with like the witch station, and then there's one full box with like the poison in it, and I put some more quarter boxes there. So that is Haunted Halloween. Love it. And that is everything from Pink Planner Shop. So now we'll get into Apple Blossom Prints. I don't know why I can never say her shop's name right on the first try. And let me real quick pull out the Pretty Halloween kit so we can just like stay on the same page with that. But I mean, there's a lot we have to get through, so we're gonna be here a while. So yeah, Pretty Halloween, it's basically just a recolor kind of the haunted one, but it's like different enough to where like I'm a-okay using it twice. Also, like, this isn't in the other one at all, and like this box with the cookies is not in it. I think the signpost is, but that's fine. This one kind of is, but again, don't care. Cotton candy over here. I love the spiders everywhere. This is like a little, it's like a candle but with a hole in it, so it's kind of like a birdhouse. I don't know what that is, but it's funny. And then yeah, it's like a little Halloween party set up in there. And then we have the tray with everything on it. This page we have like the little table set up, and then the candy corn thing with the brownies. But yeah, it's just like a whole different color scheme for this one. Glitter headers, movie marquees, tall box. Of course, I had the Alice girl as the tall box. And there's deco and other functional stuff on here. Why did I make this like the largest imaginable? I think I did that just in case, but it doesn't need to be that large. Anyways, and then there's the pattern flags in there as well. So we have our solid color patterns, a little thing page. So this is what I just do just to put the dinner setter in the kit somewhere. I take one of these blank little things and I just stick some text on it. So there's my dinner setter, my makeshift one. And then we have the bottom washi page with the pattern full box, perfect for a quote on there, and date covers to the top. And then we have some like functional stuff on here. My square boxes for sure included more third boxes, and then more fashion girls. So we have that girl holding the cat. We have Dorothy. We have the like the front of the house, the front doorway, and then we have like the white pumpkins, and then the witch thing hanging on the wall. So I think this kit is like definitely significant enough to warrant getting both versions of it. So love that. And now I think for the rest of it, we're just gonna go buy whatever comes up next in the pile. We're gonna be here all day because this is my favorite shop. So first we have Planner Girl. And also I gotta give you a warning right now, most of these are by Nella of Clip Art Kits. She's the artist for most of these because I'm obsessed with her and everything she draws I need. So this last set was by her, and most of the rest of these ones are going to be as well. She's my favorite. So yeah, this one is Planner Girl. I love Planner Girl kits because I am a Planner Girl and I'm a Planner shop owner, so there's a lot of like shop owner stuff in here that is me. So happy to have a kit like this, like a modern kit, because I have a few really old ones but nothing really modern. But for sure I think that's meant to be kind of like Nella, if I recall correctly. I think that's the one she did to be kind of based on herself. But yeah, then we have our like silhouette. That is a silhouette cameo. I do have one of those, but all the other 6 are portraits. I think that's like ribbon up there, if I recall correctly. It's like one of those pegboards that you can like customize how you need. We have like one of those tripods that you can carry around in your hand. It's like good for vlogging. And then we have a box of invoices, tape, and then a guillotine, which I do have one. It's not like that, but I don't really need to use it, thankfully. I have it just in case, but I have like one of those smaller, like less heavy-duty paper trimmers that I use just for foil, but I don't really ever need to use the guillotine. And for like the actual sticker sheets, I just have my silhouettes do all of it, so I don't really need that, thankfully. We have a Dymo, which I don't use a Dymo, I use a Rolo, but I'll allow it. And then there's like, you know, one of those Starbucks fakey cups. This Husky, which is super cute. And then a double box scene of like the whole office, which that looks so beautiful. Mine, when it's fully set up, does like look really good, and I have like an IKEA 5x5. It's kind of like that, so it definitely works for me. And I miss it so much because I've been living in boxes for like a couple months now, and it's the worst. And then we have this next page. This kit is so light. These colors are so light. I kind of love that. They're very pastel-y. So we have the old versions of Movie Marquee here. And then we have this full box with Anna from Planner Face in there. And then we have another fakey Starbucks frap, and then a box. Like, a lot of this stuff you can tell was Anna inspired. I think she probably helped out a lot with this set because I watch her vlogs, and she's got that. She's got the guillotine. She uses boxes like that for her packaging. Like, you can tell. And then there's Lynn from Linear Designs. So I'm sure she was also a bit of an inspiration for this. So that's her. And then here's just a close-up of somebody like filming a plan with me, which I love that. I think it's the same girl as there because the outfit's the same. And then we have our deco. Functional stuff I put in there as well. We have our solid color. This is very old format, as you can tell. Patterned color. Little things page. I basically completely choose randomly which one I put the dinner setter on. That is also another girl in planner community. I don't remember which one. It wasn't somebody that I had known beforehand. But yeah, she also was drawn like to go in this kit. And then there's the bottom washi. And then this one I just printed out randomly, just some more fancy labels because I can never get enough of those. So that is Planner Girl, and that honestly I could use as an anytime kit because that's just my whole week pretty much is that. And then next we have Cat Mom, which it's my dream to be a cat mom someday soon. I have been in the past, and it's my favorite thing in the world. Cats are, I'm just obsessed with cats, so I cannot wait to have cats again, but for that day, I will save this kit. So yeah, this is just like a very cat themed kit. We've got a bunch of kitties. I think these two are Emma's cats. Emma from Emma K Plans. She's one of my PR girls. I think those are her cats that were drawn for this kit, which that's really fun to have them in there. I would love my cat to be in a kit. My old cat, my soulmate cat, who's no longer with us, but I would love for him to be in a kit. Then we have our double box scene. I think I left this the same, possibly. With this girl just like kissing her kitty, got her little box. Oh my god, this kitten holding a stuffed bear. Oh, I love it. And then this shirt, this says all my clothes are covered in cat hair, and sure enough, it is covered in cat hair, and there's a lint brush. And then there's like a view of somebody like laying down with their cat next to him and some tea. Oh, that's a vibe. I can't wait till I have cats so I can cuddle with my kitties. Okay, that was an oopsie on my part that I left that in there. Or maybe that was an oopsie on Amanda's part for like formatting the kit that way, that those boxes are identical. I don't know. That's funny. But there's one less box I have to use, I guess. And then there's another kitty on his shirt, because if there's a shirt on the floor, the cat is going to sit on it. That's just how cats work. Then we have our tall box girl here with the backpack that says I love my cat. And then, oh, this little cat just cuddled up here. Oh my god, this is like making me so sad because I want cats more than anything in the world. It's like my life's desire. We can't quite afford them yet, but one day. And then there's a solid page, pattern page, the little things. And then there's Emma herself, who was drawn for this set as well. I love how Nella will sometimes do that. She'll sometimes just draw people in the planner community for kits. So that's really fun. She's drawn a couple of people that look like pretty much like what I look like, so I feel like I'm good to go. But yeah, and then I just filled up this page entirely with fancy labels just for the fun of it, I guess. I don't know. I do need more usually than what's included in a kit, but I don't think I need that much more. Anyways, that is Cat Mom, which just makes me so heartsick, honestly. And then we have Breathe, which is a kind of like, I think this is like a depression kit, honestly. Depression, anxiety, like all the negative feelings, like basically having a bad day kind of kit, which has been me quite a lot lately, so it does kind of make sense. But yeah, we have a lot of like comfort stuff in here. We have our puppy, we have our like planner with a lot of like self-care stuff on there. We've got therapy, which I did start going to therapy recently, so there you go. Phone a friend, go for a walk, self-care, it's all on the schedule. Here we have a weighted blanket, which I think is really funny that it's labeled as weighted blanket. I don't know if weighted blankets actually have writing on them that says weighted blanket, but that's funny. Just in case you were unsure what that was, what type of blanket it was, now you know. Then we have Epsom salts, stack of Oreos. Is it true that when you're sad you eat Oreos? Like, is that a stereotype? That's funny. I don't know for sure if that's a thing, but I think it's a thing. Nail polish. We have got a cup of tea, journal, candle, and then we have somebody watching Friends on the laptop with our teddy bear. And then that, like Starbucks frap is from the Planner Girl set. So it's possible that she reused the art from that, which is very creative. And then here we have 2 more full boxes. One with a hoodie on it that says "The shadows prove the sun shines." Some slippers, headphones, and then another one where the girl has another kitty, and then the puppy's right next to it too. It's super cute. We have our solid page, patterns, little things, deco, functional stuff that I put there. Our extra full box with a sign that says "Breathe, Meditate, Relax," bottom washi. Then we have more functional stuff in our tall box of a girl who's just having a hard time. So is that girl who's just eating a whole pint of ice cream, which is me. Actually, that one's me. I think I may have chosen that skin color, holding the mug of tea. So yeah, I feel like I could definitely use this to mark like recent events or feelings. And then now we have Mother's and Father's Day. These are both of Nella's sets for Mother's Day and Father's Day. This one, like, this color scheme looks very similar to the Coffee Doodles Co. one, so I had to double check many times to make sure I didn't, like, buy 2 versions of the same art, but I didn't. This is a very separate one. So, again, I'm glad to have another one for a future Mother's Day. But, yeah, we have this little box scene here of the bedroom. We have this little kid here who's like laying down reading a journal or something. That's so cute. This little sign here that says "Mothers are like flowers, each one is beautiful and unique." And there's some like rosé. We have a breakfast in bed situation. We have our like teapot, I think, cupcake, flowers, cup, stack of pancakes. That is, who's gonna eat that many pancakes? Even I don't think I could do that. World's Best Mom mug. Then our double box scene here of another like breakfast in bed tray situation, little banner that says Mother's Day. This is another very light color scheme kit. And then we have a couple fashion versions here. I just chose the skin color, hair color that's closest to me, even though my mom does not look like that because my mom is white and I am Brazilian. So yeah, that couldn't exactly be my mom, but that's okay. That could maybe be my boyfriend's mom, so there you go. And then we have a girl and her little boy, which I've always said that when I have a baby, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a boy, so that may come to pass, who knows. But yeah, that is the deca. We have our solid patterns, little things, bottom washi, patterned full box, perfect for a Mother's Day quote. Oh, and then there's the mom with the little girl, which that could be Aurora. Aurora's a lot older than that, but it still could be her. And then our clothing flat lay with all the cozy clothes in there. So that is called Moms. Now we have the Father's Day one, which is just called Father's Day. Always need more Father's Day kits, although I feel like I have more Father's Day than Mother's Day at this point. But yeah, this one is very blue and green, which I love. So we have a double box scene of just the living room scene where I guess they're watching soccer on the TV. And then we have, like, I guess a hand who's wearing a suit with a cufflink that says dad on it. We have a flat lay here with some presents, a shirt, a book of dad jokes, because of course. We have some sports memorabilia here and a Happy Father's Day sign. We have, of course, some men's grooming stuff like beard oil, beard balm, and like brushes and stuff. Yeah, my boyfriend definitely has that laying around, I'll tell you that. I'm very hungry dad with a giant plate of food. Yeah, that would be my boyfriend's breakfast, that's for sure. I mean, he is a dad, so all of this definitely applies to him. And then, again, the world's most enormous stack of pancakes with just a fork stabbed in it. That's so funny. And then, best dad ever. Oh, I love this so much. And then we have the box with like the drinks in it, which is definitely us. We do love a glass of a little something every now and then. And then this card, this is Yo, the best dad. It's so funny. And then a little cake and some cards and dice, which we are a gaming family too, so that makes sense. And then I did kind of the same thing here where I chose the fashion people. I think this one was just kind of random. It's like boys bonding time. And then that one is the one that just looks most like my boyfriend. And then I guess that could be Aurora again. So there you go. There's deco, solid color, patterns, little things, bottom washi, and then another box for a quote, and then just the world's largest amount of fancy labels. So that is Father's Day. We're just zooming through them now. I'm trying because still got a huge stack here. Next, we're going to take a break from Nella for 1 second, and this one is by, I think, Aletta, or Alita, however you say her name, Artsy Aletta, on Instagram. This one is called Splash. This isn't necessarily like my vibe because, as I explained previously, I'm not really a water person, but we are kind of a pool-going family, kind of against my will, but like, I'll sit and read next to the pool for a few minutes, like, that's fine. So this is a pool kit, so there you go. That kind of works for my vibes, and I just love the colors of this as well. So our double box scene is of the pool. We have a cooler here with the little heart-shaped glasses. Got some fashion girls. We got the beach ball, the those Birkenstocks, I think, and the sunscreen. We have our Stanley cup, Starbursts, our old-fashioned flip phone. I don't know why that's randomly in there. Like some makeup stuff, bracelets, Skittles. Yeah, she really just chose all of the candies that kind of have the color scheme of this kit, which is very cute. And then our bag that says bikinis on it. Is that a bag just for bikinis, or is that just like a fun word that references the art set? Let's play a game of try to figure out what the artist meant by that, because this one just says swim, so I feel like we're just putting words on things. And then those are like Crocs sandals, which again, why are Crocs the vibe for everybody? Do people wear Crocs? I don't know. I don't. That's a really cute bathing suit though, in that flat lay. I think those are AirPods there. We got some more fashion girls. Hang on, did I even talk about anything else on this? Just, you know, as glitter headers, you know what it is. Another fashion girl, and then a hand holding like one of those clear bags, which is not my vibe either. I don't want anybody seeing what's in my bag, even if it's just like beach stuff. Like, it's none of their business. And then this like water patterned full box, which perfect for a quote. We got our deco, solid color patterns. Oh, I didn't even realize this. Okay, so this is like a perfect example of a distorted checker pattern, and I recently added to my shop distorted checker underlays. I have regular checker and then I have distorted checker now, and I just added them randomly, but I was wondering if any kits actually had that pattern that it would go with. Turns out, here you go. So if you want to go ahead and mash these up, feel free. So we have that, and then little things. Yet another full box on the Banamashi page. This is of like the outdoor shower. There's that distorted checker again. Yes, please. It all works out. It's all coming together, as Kronk would say. And that is the splash kit. So I'll have to use that for one of these weeks as well. I think the last time we went swimming though was on 4th of July. That's the last time I got in the water. Okay, so the next we have some more summer kits. I think this is just like the summer section. So we have Resort Springs. This is also one of Coffee Doodles Co. last kits. So, last art sets, but I just love these colors. This is like a great example of red, white, and blue for something that's not 4th of July, and I just love red, white, and blue. It's not necessarily the right shades of red, white, and blue to use my Patriot foil with. That foil pretty much exists only for 4th of July. But I just love those colors together. It just looks really pretty, and I'm happy to use it. I think my blue foil, might, like solid blue, might go well with this. Could be a vibe. So, anyway, this like looks very Grecian to me. Just the colors of like the blue and white remind me of Greece. Like that could be Greece. So, Maybe that's what it's based on. I don't know, but it's really pretty anyways. So who knows? Might just use it as another pool kit. So that's what our double box scene is of the pool. We have our clothing flat lays over here, upright box with the bag and the drink. Have the fat one in this one, our fashion girl in her little Vespa or whatever. The scene of the street there. And then our food flat lay with like a phone in there as well. I love how Coffee Doodles Co. She always would do like the phones with something relevant on the screen. And here's the back of the phone on this one. Looks like Amanda changed her glitter pattern too, which I love. And then a passport, more like planner stuff in that flat lay. And then this one is just like art stuff in that flat lay. Put a tall box girl on this page, and then another fashion girl with this gorgeous hairdo. I think I chose the dark brown because you can see the details better. And then deco, solid color, patterns. Love these patterns. Like, that's gotta be Grecian. Like, come on. It has to be. And then little things, bottom washi. This box would be great for a quote of some kind. Love that Greek tile though. And then more fashion on this page. And then a double box scene of just another view of the outside of the resort, and then pattern full box. And just extra stuff on that page as well. So that is Resort Springs. Super fun. Next we have Seaside. This is Silly's studio art. I don't think Glam Planner used this art. She hasn't done like regular shop releases in a very long time, so I didn't really have much competition to like decide who I was going to get this kit from, so the answer was pretty clear. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. So I love these colors. Everything Silly Studio touches turns to gold, and this is just another beautiful set to represent that. Oh, this blue is just so vibrant and amazing. So this is more of a beach set, so I don't know necessarily when I'm going to use it, but I'll hold on to it anyway. I had to get it because it's gorgeous. I have a double box scene of little couch and table on the outside of a building. I have a hand holding up some rings, I guess, just to show off her various rings. I have a golden retriever dog there, very cute. Clothing flat lay, bathing suit flat lay, very photorealistic as she tends to do. Lighthouse, and the interior of a living room, it looks like. Some coastal living and seaside books on there. The couch in the background. Double box scene here of like the pier leading to the beach, essentially. I feel like you could do like a really nice double box quote on that, honestly. That's the vibe I'm getting. We have a tall box girl right here, patterned full box there. Love it. Solid color. Patterns. These patterns are very fun. Little things. I think I typically put the dinners on the darkest color. I think that's my train of thought there. We have our bicycle in front of the beach. Date covers, bottom washi. 2 extra full boxes with the beach chair. And then like this little wicker pineapple situation. And then the coral statue. And then other functional stuff on there. So that is Seaside. Next, we have a Summer Garden. This one I think is by One Palette Plans, I think is the artist. I hope so. But yeah, this is just another summer kit that I just like randomly needed for no good reason, because I think it's just another pool kit actually. That looks like a pool scenario for that double box scene. We have our bathing suit flat lay. We have an upright box with cupcake. Again, it's like the 3rd time I've seen these like cat eye sunglasses in this haul. That's insane. That looks like really yummy ice cream there. We've got our summertime bag behind it. We have another miscellaneous items flat lay. We've got a scrunchie in there too. A coconut phone case. Serum of some kind. And then we have some watermelon. That looks like the least realistic watermelon there. Like that doesn't look like food that you're supposed to eat. That looks like a decoration. Unlike, you know, the ice cream, which looks real. So that's funny. Another Stanley cup, which again, I guess it's having its heyday right now. Got some beauty collagen in that box. And then this box has a I think it's like a blow up pool that's like a Little Mermaid tail kind of thing. And then a pool chair with a hat on it, and a cooler next to it. Tall box girl I put on this page. Some nice amount of deco. Patterned full box. Just love these patterns that I've been seeing on these full boxes. Solid color patterns. Little things. Bottom washi, and then this last full box, which is just the pool chairs in a row. And then fancy labels, because apparently I needed more, as always. And then we have Sunset Garden, which is, I guess we're getting back into the world of Nella for a minute, because this set is by her. Just another really gorgeous summer kit. I just love this theme. Sunset Garden, so perfect. Again, we're going to need a lot of string light overlays for this, I can just tell. But yeah, it's basically like an outdoor garden at sunset. So like an outdoor garden party at sunset. So I just love that. We have the garden party scene here for the double box scene. We have a chair in front of a gorgeous fountain and a lantern for that one. We have our two fashion girls wearing gorgeous dresses. This one, she kind of did a fun thing where you could like choose what hairstyle you wanted on her. She gave you a few options. I liked all of them, but I liked this one the best. So that's the one I went with. And then we have some like food going on here. Those look like Thin Mints. And then this food looks all very delicious as well. We have our cooler with our really fun strappy sandals in front of it. I love these colors too. They're just so bright and vibrant. And then we have our clothing flat lay there, shirt in our bag. More food here. Got a pitcher full of some kind of fruity drink. Gorgeous tall box girl here. And some cheersing going on over here. It's deco as well. Solid color. Patterns. Little things. Bottom washi. And then another full box overlay with the... Not full box overlay. Full box with drinks. Love this washi with the string lights. And then, of course, I had to choose the string lights. Once again, an excessive amount of fancy labels. And that is it for Sunset Garden. Alright, next we have Carnival. This is that, I think it's the artist again that I just don't know. Or maybe it's just another one that I don't know. But the art is gorgeous. Anyway, I think this is old art actually. I just like didn't pick it up when it originally came out, is I think what happened. But yeah, it is carnival themed. I do love a good carnival or boardwalk or whatever. So basically anytime there is a carnival type kit, I will pick it up. And I do have a carnival foil collection, so just another excuse to use that kind of. So we have our double box scene with the duck shooting game. We have the world's largest amount of cotton candy covering that whole girl's head. Popcorn, these are like my two favorite foods. Lemonade with like the cutest heart with like fancy straw. A clothing flat lay. Our carousel or merry-go-round, whatever you say. We have hot dogs. Ooh, my favorite food, funnel cake. Hey, a fry cone. Oh, candy apple is my other favorite food. And ice cream and soda. Love the colors of this one as well. I put the fashion girls in here. That's definitely the same artist. We have our tall box girl. And that girl's blowing bubbles. Got some deco on there. We have another carousel box and a Ferris wheel box. Glitter headers, solid page. Patterns, little things. Bottom washi, and the extra full box here is 2 cotton candies. And then I printed out this extra one with, again, more fancy labels, little things, and then pattern full box. Perfect for a carnival quote, which I do have in shop. So that is just carnival. And then next we have Autumn Walk. This is another Kittenish Jess set. This is just a perfect like fall anytime kit, but I love these colors. They're kind of unique. I got the purples, and then everything else is like very muted. So like the green, the orange, and the beige is very muted. So I do love this color scheme. We have our double box scene of exactly what the title suggests, an Autumn Walk situation. I love this cat in the sweater with the stack of like sweaters behind it and the hat. Looks like somebody went shopping here. We got the Kittenish Galleria shopping bags, and then a drink, and then a pastry, like from a coffee shop. Looks like they brought all that with them to go on their little picnic. In that box, we have a flat lay with a purse and everything that you would find in that purse in there. We have this fashion girl, super gorgeous. She's like winking at you. She's got her baguette and her Starbucks drink, and then this one has like pumpkins and flowers in it. I just love this so much. And then our 2 extra full boxes here. We have another clothing flat lay, and then the outside of the cafe. We have this gorgeous tall box girl here who brought a camera with her. She's wearing a beret. And there's deco on that page. We have our solids. This is new format, which yay. Our patterns, our little things, bottom washi, and then the patterned full box, and then this extra fashion girl over here, which is so pretty. That little plaid jacket of hers. And then for some reason I put a bunch of extra third boxes on this page because I guess that was the vibe I was feeling at the time. I feel like anytime somebody tries to draw a clip art cat, they always end up looking extremely goofy, but honestly that is cats in real life a lot of the time too. Alright, and the next we have Autumn Dream. This is art by, I think Darcy did this. I believe this is one of Darcy's like regular shop sets, which are few and far between but always very good. So yeah, this one I'm very obsessed. That's the one with the snail. Yep, that is the one with the snail. So there's been 2 prominently featured snails now, which is my favorite thing because I love snails. I love, love, love snails. I used to keep them as pets. So that just makes my snail loving heart very happy. This fox over here is super cute with a little bow. It almost looks like a fake fox, but like who's going to put a bow on a real fox? I don't think a fox would let you. And then there's the fashion girl behind there. We have our flat lay with the jacket with all the bows on it. That's a little interesting. We have our little mushroom house there. That could almost be like a teapot, I feel like. That one definitely is. And then there's a little mug, I think. And then a basket of mushrooms. I love how mushrooms are having such a heyday with this fall. The fall kits this year. We have a double box scene here of the inside of a like dining room scene. That's a very interesting angle, I gotta say. We have an upright box with some spices and a pumpkin. I love the stuff in the background as well. And then we have our table flat lay here. It looks like somebody sliced a lot of these mushrooms as well. I want to eat like everything there. Those little tiny pies. Oh, I want to eat that so bad. I love the colors of this one as well. Like, look at these colors. Amazing. Another food flat lay box, which they always make me so hungry. It's got apples in that one, and then blueberry muffins. And then we have another upright box here with some books. We got Dark Harvest. I wonder why it's a Dark Harvest. The October Country by Ray Bradbury. Practical Magic, which I hated that movie. And then The Secret History. I'm not sure what that is, but there's that. We have deco. I put 2 other full boxes here. One's a birthday box in case you have a fall birthday to celebrate, which I do. I really, really do. Because my birthday is in fall. It is in a couple weeks. And then we have another upright box with boots and a wicker basket of plants. We have our solids, patterns. Oh, I love these patterns. These are really nice as well. The little things. Bottom washi pattern full box right here with the pumpkin. Tall box girl. Oh, she's so pretty. I mean, so are these two. Like, wow. Amazing fashion options. And then this full box here of the dresser against the wall. And these candles. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. That decor is so neat. And that is Autumn Dream. And then, alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kits to go. And I got like 30% left on my battery. Let's see how far we get. This is another Nella set. This is called Ready for Fall. So I love the colors of this one too. Like, these are not like your typical fall colors. I feel like it's very beige and brown, and I just love that with the little like light blue and light pink thrown in, but it's very muted. These are definitely my colors. I feel like this is a matte bronze moment for sure. So that's my vibe. Look at this cute little sweater. Love that clothing flat lay. Love our 2 fashion girls. Love this bag. It's like a shopping bag, but it looks like it's got paint swatches on it almost. Candle in the front, double box scene of the like living room, but that shows like a lot of the house. Like, I love the amount of detail in there. And we have another upright box with some like hiking boots. That looks so similar to the other upright box that was in the last kit. Like, we got our wicker basket with plants in it, and then we got the boots in the front. Like, that's the same box. And there's pumpkins in both of them. That is the funniest thing I've seen in my life. What are the odds? Like, what a coincidence. I mean, honestly, the same person, like, designed both of these kits, so maybe they, like, had that vibe on the mind, but that's so funny. Anyways, and then we also have our mugs that say It's Sweater Weather and Hello Pumpkin. We've got cinnamon rolls there as well. Next page, we have our stack of board games, which I feel like make an appearance in pretty much every kit these days. Candy apples, which, again, my favorite food. This cute little candle, and then a purse. And then we got our tall box girl here with her little shopping bag there. Deco. Solid color. Patterns. Little things. Oh, this kitty cat. Oh my god, this makes the entire kit for me. This sweet little kitty cat. He's being all cozy. Bottom washi, pattern full box, and then another mug and pumpkin in this box. And just some more functional stuff. Love it, love it, love it. So that's ready for fall. I have so many fall kits, and honestly, it's never enough. Here's a Halloween kit. So we have Tricks and Treats. This is art by Coco's Art House. And I really wanted to pick this up because it's based on the movie Trick or Treat, I think is the movie. It's with like little Sam, who's like the evil monster in it. Pretty awesome, I gotta say. I enjoyed that movie. It's one of the few like modern horror, not modern, but like horror movies that I've been introduced to in my olden age that I have enjoyed. It's one of the few that I can say fits that category. So I did enjoy it a lot. I will be happy to watch it again in order to use this. It's not my favorite horror movie of all time. I wouldn't say it's even in my top 10. I mean, most of those are going to be the Saw movies. But I liked it, though. I liked it enough, at least conceptually, to get a kit for it. So here it is. We have the double box scene of the neighborhood that I guess they went trick-or-treating in. Is that how it really looked? I feel like the movie was too dark to see, but those are some wacky-looking houses there. Then we have, like, I guess 2 versions of Sam. I think that's what he looks like when he takes off his little face mask thing. What is he, like a rotten pumpkin? I was never really sure. That terrifying scene. Oh my god. Yeah, this movie was not for the faint of heart, I will tell you that. We got our 2 little trick-or-treaters. We have this basket of candy. The colors are very bright and fun in this one as well. We have our clothing flat lay, and then like little cookies and candy flat lay over there. There is definitely a knife in that chocolate bar, which is very fun. And then, of course, I had to do the tall box with Sam's Rules of Halloween in there, which I will read them to you in case you are, again, a listener of hauls. Number 1, always hand out candy to trick-or-treaters. Number 2, always wear a costume. Number 3, never blow out a jack-o'-lantern before midnight. Number 4, always respect the dead. Number 5, always check your candy. Number 6, never take down your decorations before November 1st. 7, never hurt the innocent. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good rules to follow. Got some more deco on there, functional stuff, solid colors. These colors get me. They are so bright and fun. I just love this. For a Halloween kit, it's pretty fun. Solid colors, little things, bottom washi with the masks that the children on that bus were wearing, which I think that scene is right here. There you go. So now you can see all of the kids. I think they're from like the mental asylum or something, but there they are on the bus in this double box scene. Again, I just love how many extra boxes are included. We have a double box scene of the girls that, like, I guess they're werewolves for some random reason. I don't know. A couple more boxes of like Sam characters. He gets a lot of screen time in this kit, which I'm honestly not mad about because he's like the bad guy in the movie. So there you go. And then Little Red Riding Hood girl. So that's going to be really fun. I honestly kind of want to rewatch it now that I'm thinking about it, even though I watched it like last year for the first time. But yeah. While we're doing like kind of seasonal stuff, let's do back to school, which I know this is well past, but I haven't even planned my back to school week yet. I don't know what kit I'm going to use. I don't think it's going to be this one. I want to try to use up an older kit first, but this one might be like next year. Who knows? We got a few more years of like, well, it's going to be middle school after this, but I feel like I can get away with this for a while, for the next 2 years, and then I'll have to wait until I have a kit of my own to start using these kits again, but yeah. So yeah, this is Nella's back to school set for this year. I think Coral Foil would be really fun with this, honestly, and then like Green Hollow would be the vibe as well. That's what I would suggest color-wise. I remember recommending that on Instagram, which is why it's like top of brain. But yeah, so this is really fun. It's like an elementary school themed back to school kit. So we have our double box scene of the classroom. I love symmetrical boxes. They just make me so happy. And then we have this one here. That's like the paper organizer. We got Post-its again with those cat eye glasses. That's like number 4 in this haul. And then there's our fashion girl who's going to school. She looks a little bit old. She looks like too old to be an elementary student and too young to be a teacher. So I don't know. She's just a random fashion girl. And then we have our little abacus, our stamps. That is so cute. And then our little whiteboards. We had whiteboards in class. We had those like little personal sized individual whiteboards that we could like write on. I think I used them mostly in French class, actually. That was in high school, hilariously enough. But I remember having those, I think, when I was younger too. And then here we have some textbooks. I'm not going to bother reading those two. They're just the standard text, standard like class names. We have our schedule here. And then we have that's like one of those weird types of hole punches that only punches 2 instead of 3. We had one of those in our house growing up for some reason. I don't know why. These little star stickers, like the gold star. And then we have like more office supplies here. We have some binders and a stapler. We got our little tall box here. That's like, I guess, going to be the me figure. And then that one would be the Aurora figure. See, that one definitely looks like an elementary schooler. Heading to her seat. And then we have some deco. There's our glitter headers. And then, we have a laminator. That's fun. An achievement award. And then our school lunch flat lay. Aurora does like the school lunches for some reason. I always had my mom pack me lunch growing up, but Aurora doesn't really like want packed food. She wants to eat whatever's at the cafeteria, which I get it. We have solid food, we have pattern food, little things, and then we have our bottom washi, which I love the alphabet on there. Oh, this pattern's really fun too. And then the full box with the backpack and the wipes. So that was a really fun back to school kit. I really want to use that, like, if not this year, then in the next couple years. So the other 3 are just kind of random. So first we'll go over game night, and all 3 of these remaining ones are Nella's art again. So game night, we do occasionally enjoy some board games in this family, so hence I had to get this. I did switch out a lot of the fashion people. So that one I switched out to be the one that looks like me, which I thought was really funny. That's pretty much what I look like, except my bun is a little bit smaller than that, but basically me. And then that's Andrea from SPC. So, yeah, I thought it would be funny if she was there. Which, yeah, she was one of the ones that was, like, literally drawn to be that person. So, part of that series, if you will. And then we have our double box scene of, like, the living room. We have our stack of games here. We have Catan, Connect 4, Monopoly, Battleship, and Scrabble. Which, in this house, I think we have Battleship and Scrabble right now. Oh, and there's Risk at the top, too. But none of the others. I'm not really a Monopoly fan. I'm more of, like, a game of life person, if I had to choose. We have like a whole game table here. That's really fun. Dungeons and Dragons, it looks like, is what's on here. I have played that at one point in my past. It was pretty fun, I gotta say, as long as you're not the DM, because that sounds stressful AF, like somebody has way too much time on their hands. But if you do have way too much time on your hands and you get really nerdy about that kind of thing, that's like the perfect job for you. But I am very happy to have somebody else DM. And then we have a little McDonald's bag and chips. I love these like red and black color scheme. Like that just makes me happy. And then we have some more flat lays. We have like it's the strangest pizza I've ever seen in my life. We have Uno, which I love Uno. We have some regular cards, some dice, some meeple. I think those are just like circular cards from some kind of game. We have some deco, functional stuff, solid color, patterns. The patterns are really fun as well. The stripes and the like tile little things. Oh, and then this girl, which was drawn to be like Hannah from Planet Hannah. So, of course, Andrea and Hannah are going to be there because they're BG girlies. And then we have our bottom washi. So, that is game night. And then we have our 2 animal-themed ones. So, this one is Safari. So, it's funny because she just recently came out with a zoo kit. So she has safari and zoo, and they're separate themes. And I just love that she's doing basically every theme you could imagine. But this one just makes me happy. I know Elisa, I think, is saving this one for when she actually goes on a safari. I feel like it's my, like, very long-term bucket list goal. Like, when I'm retired, I can go on a safari. Because my grandma, when she's retired. She's been retired for a very long time, but she has gone on safaris in her retirement, and I feel like that's the vibe I want to do. Like, I have no rush to go on a safari. I really don't. But I also want to use this kit right away. So I don't know. I feel like I have multiple safari kits. So what if I just use this one now just for funsies? And then like I save my other safari kits for an actual safari. Because, like, I need to use this. And you know why. These animals are the cutest animals. This is the cutest cheetah baby I've ever seen. We have this cutest elephant baby you've ever seen. We have our giraffes and our zebras. We have our meerkat. And our, like, safari gear. Thank God those aren't cat eye sunglasses, because that would be the 5th one, and that would be insane. We have some bug spray and SPF, which is funny because I always make Aurora put on these 2 things whenever she steps outside for the day. She loves playing outside, so I always make her put on both of those things. So it's funny to see them like right next to each other in a kit. Got our binoculars, our protein bar, this gorgeous double box scene of the savannah. Oh my goodness, I literally need to use this. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. Are there movies with safaris in them? Let me know, because need. And I'm not going to use this for the wild thornberries because I think I already have that kit. And then we have our little hippo here in the background with our DSLR camera, which Elisa would love because she's a photographer. And then we have our flat lay right here, clothing flat lay with safari gear. We have our double box scene of the girl like looking at the elephant in the back. I love how we have like adult elephant and then little baby right here. So cute. What if I use this for the Jungle Book? I've been like begging for a Jungle Book kit for a very long time. Like, I think I told Andrea I wanted one too, so hopefully that comes down the line since she's doing a lot of animal stuff. But this isn't even a good Jungle Book kit though, because like, yes, there's elephants in it, but like none of the other animals like are featured in the Jungle Book, so I can't. But hopefully somebody does come out with a Jungle Book kit, honestly. Anyways, I need to find a reason to use this. We have our granola bar, who gets, I guess, featured in its own box. And then we have deco, solid color, patterns, little things. Oh, this lion. Oh my God. Yes. This lion looks so good. Oh, I love big cats. I love cats that are small. Cats of any size are my favorite animals. Wish it was a tiger, but that's okay because she did tigers in the zoo kit, so that's fine. I'll survive. Got our bottom washi. We got our fashion people, tall box girl right there, looking all cool, looking all fly. We got this one here, that confident look on her face. And then the little girl, so cute, with the little monkey stuffed animal. And then I just did a bunch more fancy labels there, of course. That is safari. I'm begging you, let me know an excuse to use that kit without going on an actual safari, because I need one. I'm not just going to use it as an anytime kit that like goes against my code. Finally, the last kit we have here for this haul is Aquamarine, which is funny because it's not based on the movie Aquamarine, but if somebody wants to do a kit for that movie, I would be all about that because I freaking love that movie. But that's very funny to me because I think like maybe it was meant to be aquarium or either like a play on the word aquarium, and it just came out Aquamarine. Like, which I get it because aqua and marine are both like water words, which is like very funny. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but I'm going to choose to interpret it as a hilarious play on the word aquarium. But yeah, this is the aquarium art by Nella, of course, as I already said. And yeah, I do love a good aquarium. I don't love a bad aquarium. Like, I don't know, the Monterey one that we went to, it was all right. It was not a fantastic experience, I would say, but I think like a whole quarter of it was closed when we went. Like they were like redoing it or something, so maybe we'll go back and it'll be better. But that was my most recent aquarium experience anyway. But I will save this for the next one because I'm sure there will be some at some point. But yeah, we have our double box scene of the trainer high-fiving the otter, which is super cute. We have our penguins here who are just hanging around the gift shop. I'm going to choose to believe that they are real penguins who have just escaped and they're just like chilling with the stuffed dolphins in the gift shop. Oh, we have our like whale shark. I think that's what that is. Oh my God. Sharks are my favorite animals. Like I say that cats are, but also sharks are. And I have another like kind of semi-realistic looking turtle. I think that's another plush turtle. With a plush seal. Yeah, that's what seals look like. That's completely accurate. Then we have our double box scene of the gift shop. So detailed. I love it so much. And then we have our flat lay of our aquarium clothing. This double box scene, oh my God, with the silhouetted people in front of the like exhibit, basically in front of the tank. So fun. So there's sharks in the background. There's like stingrays, turtles. Love it. Love it. Deco. Got our tall fashion girl right here. I love her like ombre hair. I think I chose her for that reason. And then we have the me and Aurora figures. And then we have my boyfriend and our future son figures. It'd be really funny if I like have been talking about having a son for like years and then it turns out to be another daughter. That would be so funny. And then we have solids, patterns, little things. Bottom washi, I love these two patterns. And then the stingrays with the little Nemos behind them. I wish we had more sharks on this kit, but I think I'll survive because I already have the kit that's like 100% sharks. So I will try to live with just that. So that is everything. That is it for this haul. And thank you guys for like sitting through this because, oh my God, I know I like put you through a lot, but I just needed to share all of my amazing stuff with y'all and explain how I'm going to use it. And like why I'm so excited about it and everything. I mean, that's the point of hauls. Oh, before I go, there's one more thing I wanted to show you, which is not technically a haul item so much as a new release item, but I am going to finally reveal to you my first ever collab that I did that's still on the website as like a mystery. I've never like revealed what it is. But I'm going to do that now just so if you want to pick it up, you can, now that it's been like kind of revealed to you what it is. This was my collab with Planet Fancy. I don't think her shop is open anymore. I think she like closed it like before I even was able to list this collab in my shop. So I don't know what happened there, but this is the collab that I have with her. I still have a few kits from that collab available in shop. So she did the custom art kit. She had it done basically, and then I did the foil bundle, same as the recent collab that I did with Randy, same kind of situation. And each like box from the bundle goes over a specific box from the kit. So I'm just going to show you like my specific copy that I'm going to use. So here is the kit. Here's the full boxes. It's called Cappadocia. I think that's a city in like the Middle East or something, because I believe this is like it's like a vacation kit, but it's like a Moroccan Turkish vacation kit essentially, which is like very niche, but I feel like I'm just going to use it anytime just because I like it and I like the foil that I did for it. So this is what it looks like. We have our like flat lay with our suitcase and all kinds of vacation stuff there. We have this really fun scene of like looking out the window. I love the sky in the background. It's so pretty. We have our food flat lay here. We have like a scene of this really pretty table with these like fun goblets on it. We have our suitcases here. We have like the interior of, I guess, the room where you would be staying. Then we have our double box scene of the exterior. I think that is based on like a real hotel that you could probably stay at. So those are the main boxes. And then we have some squared off boxes here, and then everything from here down is rounded. And then we have the patterned version of that. We have the little things. I love how they're just like solid little things. We have our glitter headers. We have the habit tracker. That's like a very Glam Planner habit, or sidebar tracker rather, which is fun. This random like pattern strip that goes across the bottom. Got fancy labels, appointment labels, mini heart checklists, and then these are pattern full boxes. Okay, I don't think I did anything to go over that, but you can use that as you wish. And then we have square boxes. We have some more like quarter boxes kind of. We have some more flag shapes, some little functional icons there. We have even more square boxes. These are the solid ones. We have our patterned flags, which again I love. Movie marquee. This is a really fun kind of habit tracker. We have some scripts and then some tiny deco. Weekend banner. Triplicated bottom washi. She was like one of the few shops that did this in addition to Glam Planner before she closed. And then we have this like full box scene version of that. So you can get it either, or you can use either the double box scene or the full box, whichever you want. And then there's date covers on there as well. And then we have the tall box. Apparently there's two versions of that as well. So we have this girl in multiple skin tones, hair colors, and then this girl. And then for the extra boxes, we have the big box version of this scene. So you can really get it as a big box, double box scene, or the singular full box. So you can use it however which way you want. We have 2 extra boxes, which are the hot air balloons, and then 2 wine glasses cheersing over the pool. And then we have a passport box as well with multiple skin tones in it. So this comes with quite a lot. And then my foil bundle is the Cappadocia foil bundle. It is in Lavender Hollow. I think that's the best color scheme for this particular kit. So as usual, these pages line up perfectly. So we have our confetti over these 2, and then this is like confetti but with a hanging lantern over that one, and then this one has these hanging lanterns, which are so pretty. This one is like a border box. This is the double box scene, so you can use the hot air balloons over the exterior of the hotel. We have our quotes, "Let's get carried away," with a little hot air balloon in there. For the underlays, I chose this gorgeous, like, kind of Moroccan tile pattern. These are some of my favorite underlays ever. Why do I have 3 sheets? Probably because I typically need more than 1 sheet, or more than like 2 sheets. And this is my personal copy, that's probably why. Then we have our headers. You get the confetti, hot air balloons. You can tell why this is my sheet because of that giant oops right there. And then these sunglasses and bows, and then these 4 extra boxes. Now, watch me try to remember which ones they go with. I think this one, okay, so I know for sure. I have like a little card that comes with it that'll tell you for sure, but the Explore one goes with the passport box. This one goes with this box right here with the hands. I think this one goes with the confetti. And then this fun border goes with the full box version of this. So if you want to use this instead, then that border can go with that. But honestly, anything can go with anything. It's up to you. And then we have our triplicated bottom washi here. So we have our confetti. And then we have the 10mm, which is like some Turkish teacups and teapots going on. And then we have the confetti strip one. This part, I didn't have room for deco anywhere else in the kit, so I took out the dividers and I put some themed deco in this section, and then everything else is the same as my standard kit format. And then lastly, we have the big box overlay. So if you wanted to do the big box, then we have the confetti border and then also some larger hot air balloons in there. And then we have our tall box ones. So these are 2 sizes of tall box for some reason. So this tall box obviously goes over that one, and then the shorter tall box overlay goes over that one. And then we have a few like of the themed line box overlays, line border overlay, what the heck, whatever it is. These go over the half boxes in the kit, and these I sized specifically for her half boxes. This was like a very new thing before I even started including these in collections, so this was like very new and exciting for me. But you can see that one, it's like a little hot air balloon. This one is little hanging balloons, and then this one is just like the underlay border, which is really fun. I want to do like more of this type thing. It's basically like the full box overlay, but as a half box overlay instead. So that is that. So if you order this kit, you will receive every single page that I showed you, and including all of the extras, and then you will also receive every single page of this bundle. So it's not like my other ones where you can kind of choose the size and if you want underlays or not. These are already like pre-made. Oh, and also I will include the scripts and icons page in this bundle as well. I didn't print it out for myself because I don't use them, but just know that that will be included in here in Lavender Hollow as well. But yeah, these are all kind of like prepared to be like as one bundle, so you will receive everything, everything that you see here if you pick it up. So that is what my first ever collab looks like. And Hope you guys like it. I think it's really fun. It's definitely a very niche theme, but I think I'm just going to use it as an anytime kit just because it's pretty and because I like the foil that I did. So yeah, that is that. All right, now for real, that's the end of this haul. The next one's going to be long too because I have like I said, I have 15 printable kits to print out and go over with you guys, and then I have an order from Once More Love coming, and there might be a couple other things coming that I don't remember right now, but we'll see. Definitely I have an SBC order that I need to place, so keep an eye out for all that. But thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be amazing, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.